That smells like poppin' bees.
What's poppin' bees?
What's poppin' bees? Welcome back to BeerSos.
New stuffy on the set.
Baby no money stuffy, y'all. Baby no money. We forgot to print out a photo, by the way.
No, we didn't.
I just realized.
No.
Oh, what?
So what happened was Baby No Money DM'd me. He was like,
shit.
bro, I love your Patreon.
No way. Are you
love
serious?
your Patreon. I love that you guys do extra 20 minutes on Patreon every episode. And I love that you guys do some vlogs and Roblox videos and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah?
So I love that. So I'm going to send you this stuffy so you can put it on your wall for the episode.
Bro, Baby no money DM'd us that.
Yeah, Baby No Money was like, guys, I want to be on your wall.
That's
why
crazy. Okay, should I put him right here then?
Yeah, put him right there.
Instead
Yeah.
of the childhood photo with you and your mom.
Thank you for buying the Patreon Baby No Money.
Thank you, Baby no money.
Yeah, Baby No Money realized that we were demonetized on literally every video
Yeah,
ever. So he was like, guys, I'm going to support my favorite creators because they're demonetized. If you're watching an ad on this,
The goat.
thank you.
Thank
you,
so much.
YouTube. I'm not going to swear as much.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about white things, white liquids.
White liquids.
I'm not
okay.
going to talk about the things that I do sometimes when I move my hand like this. But I'm...
What?
Exactly, bro.
Okay.
I can't even specify because YouTube will demonetize us.
Okay, well, we put Baby No Money here on the set. Also, by the way, we've gone 2 episodes without us being on the set. Back to back, we did the hotel, and then we published the one at Baldi's when we ride his thrift store.
Like, if you look at our feed on our reels and stuff, it's like, who
like,
the fuck are these guys?
Like, guys, this is still the set. Don't worry, y'all. We're still back. We're still here.
I think the views definitely dipped on the reels when people couldn't recognize the set.
Yeah.
I think even if I like move out, we need to make a carbon copy or something.
Or yeah, do you ever want to change the set in the future? I like the set. It's roomy. I like the set.
I would want to
nice.
change it if we were in a position to. I think small changes like that. Maybe I'm just superstitious, but
yeah.
I need, there's a lot of SoCal Asian podcasters,
Ah!
so I really gotta distinguish myself away from them.
Well, you gotta. I think I like the maximalism.
Yeah,
I like it. Like when I look over here, like I get a headache because there's so many fucking colors.
Like if I had
on.
a full send thing right here instead of P, and then over here it was like EDM. That would be like every other Asian guy's set.
So we gotta mix up the game.
Yeah,
we can't. We gotta be the only Latino and Asian on the internet. The most recognizable. What?
That's suburb talks.
What's suburb talk? Oh yeah,
Latino and Asian.
Okay, well no, we're okay. Well, there can be room for 2.
Yeah, guys,
come on. Guys, there can be room for two Latino and Asian best friends having a podcast, right?
Exactly.
There's room for 2.
Exactly.
I mean, do we do best friend shit? I feel like we don't do a lot of average best friends things. Does that make sense?
We do if we were talking about we're talking about a stereotype, so I'm gonna use my stereotypes here.
Yeah.
I think we do guy best friend things, but we don't do girl best friend things.
But as an example, guy best friends, let us know if you do this. Me and Derek don't text. Like, we do text, but when we text,
but we're not like, oh my god, just saw. Well, that's different.
That's
when we see people. We
go
them.
like blank cameo.
Yeah.
Or like I won't text this guy and be like, yo man, how are you doing today? Or I won't call you. We don't call. Because
I probably see you like twice a week.
At least. That's at least.
Yeah. If you call me, that means like something happened.
Dude. I mean, the last time I called this guy was how long ago? I mean, I called you like last week, but before that, me and you didn't call for like 2 months, bro.
Because there's no point. I mean, maybe there's a point, and maybe I'm wrong, and maybe girl best friends tell me why I'm wrong. Because the stereotypical girl best friend is like, oh my god, Brad, I just saw Brad.
Yeah, that's like stereotypical
that's it.
best friend shit. We don't do that. We don't do that, and I'm okay that we don't do that.
I prefer like we sit down in a bar, and then you're like, you won't believe this. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
What?
Way more sitcom-y.
It's more sitcom-y. It's more suspenseful. It makes me more interested. But if you were just like teasing me the whole fucking, well, not teasing, like if you were just leaking. Like, it's like those trailers that just leak the whole movie. It's like, no.
And also, by the way, how boring would How I Met Your Mother be if Ted just FaceTime Barney and just told him shit? Like, I'm trying to see you in person, and I'm trying to give you updates on what's going on. You know what I mean? I mean, because the last time you called me was when you had an emergency as well. This was probably, 5 months ago?
Calling for emergencies only.
I called this guy for an emergency last week. Literally, probably worst night of my life. by the way. I called him at what?
Number one.
I think I called you at 4:50 a.m.
Yeah.
Right? Like, let me look at the logs.
It was late. But the thing is, I sleep late, but that was still, like, I was asleep. I sleep at, like, 3 a.m. I'm a 3 a.m. sleeper.
I
also,
called you at...
while he looks for the logs, check the shirt.
Miss me yet? Elections tonight, y'all.
I wonder if this is going to be relevant. Who knows if we'll miss him?
Who knows?
Drop a comment if you miss him.
Oh, yeah, I found it. Dude, October 26th, an outgoing call for 10 minutes at 4:50 a.m. is when I called you.
So I sleep at like 3. So this was like, I just finished my REM.
Yeah.
Okay, I just did a REM cycle.
Yeah.
I was starting a new one. And I sleep on the phone with my girlfriend too.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And she wasn't here yet.
No, she wasn't here yet.
Yeah.
So I just hear like. I'm like,
I called you. Yeah.
What the fuck is happening? I look at my. I think I could have looked at my laptop or my phone because I usually sleep with my laptop next to me too because I like to play like top 10 most mysterious universe signs of aliens.
Great video,
right?
By the way.
And then I see that you're calling me, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Because I'm confused as fuck.
Yeah.
So I'm like, "What could this possibly be?" And I'm thinking. You saw your dad, bro.
That is a good. And the thing is, I would call you too. I would call you as well.
Like,
if
you were out, because 4:50 a.m., you were drinking.
Yeah.
If you saw your dad, like, twerking,
dude,
that'd be crazy, right?
Yeah. I would fucking have a mental breakdown.
You'd be like, holy shit, I saw him twerking.
Yeah. I don't know. I called Derek at 4:50 a.m. Probably, and I talked to you. By the way, what was I like on that call? Let's start with the end of the story and then go back to the beginning. You've been doing that,
bro.
Yeah, I know.
Because this is your thing for right now.
I'm a storyteller.
No, but you've switched your storytelling techniques recently, and I'm interested in it.
Yeah.
Because I think it works on me because I like to be like, oh my god, what's happening? Oh my god, I need to know. Shows that like make me want to know more are always ones that I like the most.
Yeah.
So this is like similar, and maybe this will work for the audience. But you were like a little, like a scared kid. Yeah. Like when you like go to when you're a kid and you're like, Mom, let me in the haunted house.
Yeah.
Right. And then like you realize that you were actually like out of your depths, and you come out and you're like, I'm never going to haunted house again, Mom.
Yeah, I was freaked out on that fucking call. I was freaked out on that call. I mean, I think the whoopsies, baby, no money keeps falling, bro.
But he paid to be on the wall,
I'm fucking sorry, baby. just here. I'll keep propping you up. I think I knew you were so tired. By the way, just honestly, thank you for picking up that call. I needed you to pick up that call.
But also, like, dude, I sleep until like fucking like 2 anyways. So, like I will sleep 10 hours every night no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, so
like
you just interrupted something I was gonna catch up on later.
But I think I knew you were tired because I could literally I could smell your morning breath through the phone.
I get bad morning breath.
I could literally smell it through the phone, dude. It smelled fucking exactly like Poppin' Bees.
What's Poppin' Bees?
What's Poppin' Bees? Welcome back to BeerSos. My name is Nicholas Potspot.
My name is DEREK. Derek Zoo. Well, my morning breath.
Yeah.
I mean, on the topic of morning breath, dude, last night I didn't brush my teeth.
Ooh.
Because I was so tired.
Yeah.
You know when you're so tired, like you wake up 2 hours later and you're like, the lights are on and you're in clothes.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck
happened?
That was me last night. And then I was just like, I'm not getting back up.
No,
I slept,
dude,
with my contacts in.
Ooh, with the contacts.
That's why did you? That's not you said. No, that's not the grossest part.
Dude, I know it's not the grossest part, but I know what it's like. I wear contact lenses as well.
Yeah.
And if I slept with my contacts in, if I woke up, they would my eyes would be on fire.
I'd be like,
yeah, like you can barely open your eyes, dude.
Because it's like dislodged.
Yeah, no, dude. Even when I get home at 4:50 a.m. and call bro, I still brush my teeth, floss, and skincare.
Before you called me,
I did it afterwards. I did it afterwards.
Okay.
But I was so tired, but I still did it anyways. I got home at because I called you. I was home for 10 minutes, so I got home at 4:40 a.m. and then I called you 10 minutes later.
And what'd you do in that 10 minutes?
I went upstairs and I talked to my mom.
Your mom was up?
I literally went upstairs. I came home. I went upstairs and I said, Mom. I woke her up and I said, the craziest shit just happened.
Oh, dude, and you know it's crazy when you tell your mom.
You don't tell your mom anything. My mom knows nothing about my life. If I go upstairs and tell my mom something, it means it was fucking horrific.
Wait, did you tell her everything?
Yeah.
No way.
I told her fucking
I didn't even know
everything.
you told your mom.
I told my fucking mom. Obviously, I've told the story I'm about to tell you guys.
Damn,
today.
I want to tell my mom.
I've told Derek. You gotta tell your mom. You gotta keep your mom updated on my life.
I haven't talked to my mom in a bit.
Oh shit, give her a call. But the story I'm gonna tell you guys today, I've told Derek before, but I've purposely haven't told you the whole story.
Ooh, and I have my criticisms, and honestly, one thing that I really I admire and I think is admirable of us is that when we criticize somebody that's not constructive, we always take a hit to ourselves, and we are going to be criticizing somebody a little bit.
Yes, a little bit. We are going to be criticizing. We're most
If you feel like if I make a harsh criticism, or if I feel like what you said was harsh, we're gonna take a jab at ourselves.
We're gonna take a jab at ourselves.
An eye for an eye.
An eye for an eye.
An eye for an eye.
I fucking love that.
Yeah.
So I think the best way to tell this story is to just, besides that little.
Are we going to chronological
besides
now?
that tease I gave you guys at the beginning.
Oh shit.
Besides that little.
Besides
that tease I gave you guys at the beginning. Why did I do it to a PP? Why did I do it to a PP, dude?
Because you're looking out for the guys.
Yeah, for the gang. Guy best friends.
Guy best friends.
I think the best way to start is just to start at the beginning and go to the end. And then also incorporate that call. It'll be like, remember in Captain America when the end happens first, or in like Memento.
I don't really watch some Captain America, but I've watched Memento. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's gonna be.
And
like
then I'm
Memento.
just like, oh shit, I need to know what happens.
Yeah. So I think we just start at the beginning, and
on a bright sunny day.
It was actually a miserable day. Remember the storm that happened last week in Vancouver? It wasn't like death hurricanes. But remember how it was pouring rain and
yeah,
my
I
basement
do
flooded?
remember. I was like, what? We don't even get storms, but we do.
No, this was during the storm. The fucking basement or the ceiling at my work leaked, and we had to close a restaurant for like.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it was great. Not for me, but not the restaurant.
Oh yeah,
they lost hella money.
Yeah, who cares about them?
But the story starts actually at my work at around 7 p.m.
Okay.
And
you get a droplet on your head.
I don't get a droplet on my head. What happens is I get a little fucking weird customer dropped on my head.
Wait,
and for the sake of and I'm just gonna use his real name here because there's no way you guys can find him. His name is Alex. That is his
Wait, I don't even know this part of the story.
Yeah, I didn't tell you this.
Okay, weird customer. Oh wow.
So at 7 p.m. I'm working, and
what does the flood have to do with this? Oh wait, I
was just talking. But for the sake of the story, keep in mind it will be pouring rain the whole time. So 7
it's
p.m.
mysterious and
get sat
dark. It's Gotham.
Yeah, it's basically Gotham. I get sat with this guy named Alex.
Okay.
And I'm serving him and two other people. And I don't know how to explain this, but all customer service workers and especially servers will understand this.
Yeah, real ones know.
Bro had undecipherable vibes. Like genuinely.
So let me guess.
Undecipherable.
I'm gonna create like a when you're trying to catch a murderer, so you create like a profile.
Yeah.
This is my profile. Of him. So
okay,
my profile's fucked. Just tell me.
Like he was like me in another reality that's horrible. Like he's like evil. Me.
As in. When I was thinking undecipherable, he like looks down and he's
I'm,
writing.
I'm pretty sure him and his family just killed somebody, and then they came to eat at the restaurant. I go up to the table. I serve the moderators. I'm like, hey guys, while you're looking at the food menu, can I grab anything for you? He's like, yeah, man. Could I have some avocado juice? And he says that so serious. Guys, avocado juice it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
It's like
no, it's not real.
That's called dressing, dude.
Yeah. And I'm like, sorry, we don't have like I think I think he's joking.
Do you think he's?
And I go, I'm like, we don't have avocado juice, man. And he's like, no, I actually want some though. Like,
but he's with his family.
He's with his dad, and what I found out later is his tutor.
Wait, so you know him?
I'll get to it.
So he's just. Is he on the spectrum?
I don't know. His vibes were just undecipherable.
That's a spectrum drink.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It is. And I don't really take a lot of note in this. I'm just trying to get off as soon as possible. I'm just trying to get off work as soon as possible because I'm trying to meet the girl I'm dating for her birthday because it's her birthday that night.
Ooh. We always have this topic, so let's not go so deep into it.
Yeah.
Are you dating?
We weren't boyfriend girlfriend. We were dating though.
Man, that definition has always got me.
It's not. It wasn't. Dude, that is not a. What I was in was not a situationship. We were not. I think we were dating.
But you can't date until you ask, though.
I think you can't be boyfriend girlfriend until you ask.
But
I think you can date
people. Yeah, but basically, boyfriend and girlfriend right now, the definition is
we weren't. I'm not saying we were boyfriend girlfriend.
Okay,
but
you guys were going on dates.
We were going on hella dates.
Okay.
She like came over. She like met my mom. Like she came over to my house. Like I don't even know how many times. Right. And I'm trying to get off work as soon as possible. I get off at around like 10 p.m.
When were you supposed to get off?
10 p.m., which I usually never happens.
Oh, shout out to the restaurant industry. The strike worked.
No, actually, on God, it did. Thank you guys for pulling up to the strike, by the way. And I rush home. I rush home. I get changed, and I head to the place where the birthday is happening. Unfortunately, the girl I was dating, and right now, let's give her a name because I'm going to refer to her a lot throughout this story.
Okay, her name. Well, this is your name to give.
I feel like we always fall back on this, and I'm going to use it again.
Rachel?
Jessica.
Oh.
Let's call her Jessica for the sake of the story.
I always fall back on Rachel. That's
a you thing.
I
go Jessica a lot.
Okay, Jessica.
Jessica a lot.
So Jessica's birthday.
So I'm trying to meet Jessica and her friends. Unfortunately, Jessica is having her party at the fucking club.
And if you know us,
you know I hate the fucking club.
He hates the fucking club.
I
don't like the club, but you hate the club.
I don't. Okay, hate. I like. Don't honestly. Hate. I don't hate anything.
Hate. Yeah.
But
yeah,
I just have a high dislike for it. I'm very uncomfortable in there, right? But I wanted to go anyways because I liked her. I had a crush on her, and I wanted to show that. So I chose to go, even though. Let's go. Even though she knew I didn't want to go.
Yeah.
But I pulled up anyways, right? So I get to the club.
Whoa.
Or I don't get to. Sorry.
I need you to explain this context really quick.
Yeah.
Of like you didn't even have an invite for a bit. Or was that for later?
Yeah, no, we can talk about that now. I think that's a good time to bring it up.
I think you got to bring this up.
Yeah. So, people might be like, Nico, you're being an asshole. You didn't book off work when you knew it was this girl's birthday.
Ooh.
She didn't fucking invite me until she didn't give me warning. She gave me like a week warning, like a week as in 7 days warning because this is so confusing to explain. Basically, she just didn't think I would. She knew I hated the club, and she didn't want to invite me because she knew I would. Because she thought I would say no, or she knew I would be put in an uncomfortable position. And that's what she said.
Okay, how many? Because I've definitely not invited someone because I thought would say no. You've not invited some people you thought because you thought they would say no. Yeah. Now we're on the butt end of it.
Now we're
don't feel good, huh?
Yeah, don't. I owe some MFs an apology today.
Guys, am I bright as fuck right now? Like, damn.
Korean?
I'm so fucking
W skincare. But the club we were at, I'm just gonna drop locations.
Just say the name.
It was called Celebrities.
Celebs, yo, guys. Who is trying to pull up to the celebs? If you want to go pull up to celebs and you're a time traveler, go back in time.
Go back in time to October 25th. I think that was the
6th.
day. 6th. Sorry, my bad.
Dude.
I'm a fucking piece of shit. So the club Celebs is located on this place called Davie Street in Vancouver. I get to Davie Street, but I've only been into the club once.
Wait, are you meeting at the club?
Yeah. Everyone's already in there.
You're meeting? Oh, because you have to go to work.
At this point, it's literally like 12 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah, at this point it's 12 a.m. Okay. Also, whenever you have to clarify, just keep clarifying because if you need clarification on
something,
it probably means you guys.
No, I was thinking because if I thought you got off work and then just went, which would be crazy.
No, I went home first because I had to walk my dog. I also have to like clean my kitchen. I also want to eat food.
Also, it's the club. Like you gotta
I gotta fucking prep.
You gotta prep because if you're gonna get recognized, it's at Celebs, bro, as well.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Shout out.
We'll totally talk about that. But I pull up to Davie Street. And I don't know what the club is like. I've only been in one time before. I'm like, do they have water there? I don't know. So what I decided to do is pull up to this 24-hour cafe that's open just before I go to Celebs.
Brecca.
It was Waves. Or Blends. I don't know what it's called. It's on Davie Street, though.
Okay.
And I decided to use the bathroom and drink some water before I go in there. Because I don't know what it's going to be like, right? I step into Waves. I'm like, yo, can I get a water? First off, they charge me 15 cents for the cup. The fuck?
Downtown has a 15 cents charge.
Fuck me, bro.
I think it's 50. Is it 15 or 50?
I don't even remember.
Sure it's
but
50, dude.
I just fucking give me water, bro.
I'll literally put my head under the fucking sink right now, dude.
Why are you fucking charging me for fucking water, bro? And then I use the bathroom, right?
And then they charge you for the bathroom.
Yeah, no, literally $2. Nah, they do that in Germany though.
Yeah, they do.
And then I'm about to step out of Waves, right?
Yeah.
And guess who fucking walks in, bro?
Alex?
Alex!
No way!
Keep in mind
with his juice.
with his fucking.
Told you it's fucking real. Told you it's fucking real.
He pulls up. He walks in. We instantly recognize each other. He goes, "My server." I'm like,
dude, this dude is mad fucking weird.
Yeah. And he pulls up. He has this humongous black backpack on. And he's like, "Dude, I'm here for chess club, man." I'm like, "It's Friday. It's technically Saturday at 12 a.m. Why are you here for chess club, bro? Go to sleep."
So you're thinking this dude's like, because you're near the club, right?
Yeah.
And he's got a big black backpack on and he's weird.
But
you're thinking, holy shit, there's not chess in there.
There's not chess.
There's not chess.
There is meth
in that fucking bag.
Yeah. And he's like, "Yeah, man, I'm here for fucking chess club, bro." I'm like, "Cool, dude." He's like, "What are you doing here, man?" And to emphasize how weird of an encounter this was, my workplace is in a different city. Yeah. It's not in Vancouver. It's in a different city. So the fact that we would run into each other 2 hours later is or not even 2 hours later, like 5 hours later is weird. Maybe. And he's like, "Yo, let's step outside, man. Let's chat for a second. Let's chat for a sec."
Okay.
And at this point, I'm already late. It's like 12:15.
Maybe he was the time traveler, dude.
Holy shit! And at this point, it's so late. I'm already late to the club. Yeah. I'm already late to meet Jessica and her friends.
Yeah, the club goes late. Though.
And he's like, "Let's just step outside and talk for a minute, guy." I'm the type of person to always fold. I have a very hard time setting boundaries. I'm a pushover, so I was like, "Yeah, okay, bro, let's go outside."
But also, like, maybe you were just like interested in this dude's weird ass vibe. Like, maybe he would be a great guest deep down.
Maybe I'll reach out to him. I know his Instagram. And then we go outside, we talk. He's like, "Yeah, man, so like, what are you doing here? What are you doing?" So I tell him the truth. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm actually here to meet my friends. It's this girl's birthday. I'm trying to meet her for her birthday." He's like, "Oh, where is it at, bro?" I'm like, "It's at Celebrities." He's like, "Oh, I'll go with you."
What the
I'm like,
was he alone?
Yeah. I was like,
is he an alien?
I don't know, dude. He was like, we're like 5 or 10 minutes away from Celebrities at this point.
What the
and I'm like, "Okay, I don't," and now I'm like, "No lie, bro." I said to him, I was like, "No lie, bro," and I said no lie because you got to say no lie. I was like, "No lie, dude. You know, these are like, I don't like." I can't, it might be tricky for me to like invite somebody when I was already invited. Like that might be like the dynamic might be weird.
Exactly.
And he's like, "It's all good, bro. Don't worry about it. I'll just walk with you." He just wants to walk with me to the club. So he's now walking me to Celebrities.
Dude, you know what? I wouldn't even be surprised.
What?
If you turned around, unzipped your Nico suit, and you were fucking Alex, bro. You fucking weirdo. What the fuck is happening?
And now we're walking down Davie Street. And our conversation is so weird. I don't know what to say to this guy. And the whole 10 minutes, he's talking to me about how he wants to be a heart surgeon and how he wants to do one surgery, make hella money, then retire. But he's really into it, bro. Like, he's not talking to me, he's talking at me. He's like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna be a heart surgeon, and it's gonna be like 10-20 years of really hard work, but my dad hired a tutor, and I'm not gonna say the university, but the university he was going to is shit."
Please, just gabagoo. For a heart, if my fucking heart surgeon is going there, no offense, just let me die.
Yeah. I'm like, that is not the spot to go.
Let me die.
But he's so into it. He's like, "Dude, it's gonna be 10-20 years of really hard work, but I'm gonna make a lot of money off one surgery. Then I'm gonna retire, man. I'm gonna fucking retire, man."
He's gonna do one surgery.
Yeah, and
how much does he think he need to retire?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he just wants surgery for avocado juice, bro. I don't know what he's doing.
Dude, but no, I think I know what he means. I think he wants to kill somebody.
Yeah. I honestly thought he was gonna choke me out. I was like, you know how when I walk with someone, like you walk in tandem, you're together. I'm like walking a little bit ahead of him just so I can like get a head start and run if he tries to grab me.
It honestly seemed like what he's saying is reminding me of like Dexter. Like he's just like, it seems to me that he likes the blood of it or something. Like he's like one of those people that gets off on like blood. Yeah. And like organs.
No, it was like I can't I'm having such a hard time describing what the aura of this person because I've never seen an aura like this.
Like he is Alex aura.
Within my aura decks, I have never seen an aura like this, dude.
I'm so intrigued by him. I want him in that fucking chair next episode.
And if he was, would be the best episode.
Yeah, and then I would
pull out a machete and kill us afterwards.
No, I'd come back home and I would hear beeping and it's like battery dead, like 3 years later. And I would check into like a crevice in my home and it was a fucking GoPro.
Yeah, like fucking insane, dude. And we finally get to the club, and he stands in line with me, and he's like, "Dude, I can't wait to meet all your friends, man."
And then everyone in the line thinks you're boys.
Yeah. And keep in mind, it's pouring rain. Like it's raining so hard. The storm is still in Vancouver, right? And we get in the line, and I keep telling him. I at this point I've told him 8 times. I'm like, yo, dude, once I get in there, man, I don't know how much we'll be able to talk just because I'm gonna go hang out with my friends. You know, like I don't really know, and it might be weird if I bring you along. He's like, all good, bro. I'll see you in there, man. I'm like, no, I won't see you in there. I don't want to see you in there, bro.
Prank?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
What? This has never happened to anyone other than you. You live a sitcom.
Yeah. And he's forcing himself on me, bro. And I'm not physically, but emotionally, I'm not trying to be friends with you.
So, like, at this, like, you probably think, like, he might, like, I would think, like, there's, like, a 5% chance he just kills me.
And, dude, he has this backpack on. I don't, honestly, for all I know, there could be fucking hella textbooks in there. I don't know, right? I don't know, but he has the biggest, bulkiest backpack on. It's like a hiking backpack. And I'm so surprised that he was allowed to make it in the club with that much fucking
Did they check
on.
what was in it?
I don't know.
If they fucking didn't check what was in it, if I was in the club and I didn't know you guys and I saw that fucking dude walk into the club without getting his bag checked, I would literally cancel my plans for the night. I would be going home.
Maybe he had like hella like fucking galaxy gas in there that I was gonna sell. I don't know. But what the fuck? As soon as we get in the line, and this is gonna be something that recurs throughout the whole night, I instantly get recognized.
With Alex?
Yeah, with Alex. By the people in front of us. This girl turns around. She's like, "Oh my God, I see your podcast. Can I get a photo with you?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course."
And now Alex is like, "Oh my God."
Alex is like, "Who are you, bro?"
Oh my God. I think he was targeting you for it to be his first kill. But since you were high profile, like, not high profile, but you were high profile enough.
Yeah.
For your, like, missing, like, if you were missing to be a big deal.
Yeah.
You got fucking saved.
Thank the fucking Lord. Thank you, whoever that was. And I don't get recognized that often, but within like the 3-hour time span that I was in celebrities, I have never gotten recognized so many times in a small period of time like that. It was like insane.
And then they're probably like, "What? I thought he hated the club."
Yeah. No, dude, one person did recognize me while I was in there, and I'm like, I'm so uncomfortable. They're like, yeah, I know, man. Like they know I get uncomfortable in there.
Or maybe you just looked uncomfortable. Maybe you had uncomfortable body language.
I did really. Honestly did have.
Maybe Alex was rubbing you.
No, Alex was rubbing me, but he was doing the thing where like he sticks his hand like in my pants.
Yeah, that's why you looked uncomfortable.
Smells it, bro.
That's why you looked uncomfortable.
And then after this line, I'm waiting there for like 10 minutes. I finally get in. I meet Jess. The club is so loud. In order for me to hear Jess, I need to put my fucking ear in her gullet.
What's the music like?
It was a bunch of songs everyone knew. Like, like Fiend started playing. Everyone was like, "Whoa, whoa!" And I'm like, dude, guys, like, or I'm an astronaut in the ocean, just like shit like that, bro. Like when a song would go off, everyone would start freaking out, and people would be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe this song's playing!" And I don't even know the lyrics. Like I've never heard this song in my life, bro.
No fucking way. Like Asher.
Yeah.
And you know what? If you like the stuff and it makes you happy, do your thing. But you'll never catch me getting hyped to Astronaut in the Ocean. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that.
And I get in. I meet Jess. Jess takes me to where her and her friends are. The layout of this birthday, I need to explain the dynamics of it because it is weird.
In the ocean. Yeah.
I need to explain the astronauts in the ocean right now. Okay.
That's a club banger, apparently. So that's celebs.
Jess and her friend, let's call him. What's a piece of shit name?
Ooh, I got one.
Bet.
Tyler.
Oh! If your name is Tyler,
fuck off.
off. No, I'm kidding.
Change it.
But Jess is having a split birthday party with her friend Tyler. They rented out like a table at the club. They spent like $1,250 each for this table. They got Baldo service.
That's you know, I think if you took all the words that I've like, if you really had AI like take all the words I've used in this podcast ever, I think in the top like 5 percentile, it'd be financially literate. You know, I say those words back to back a lot.
Yeah.
And that probably means it's something that I value, maybe.
Yeah. No, but I think I stand by your statement here. But for me, it was more the issue was just like, why are you having your birthday at the club? That was just my thing. And
yeah, I mean, same thing. Different
approaches.
But like, if you spent it on like Bali trip, like Bali's great.
Yeah,
you know, go to Bali.
I think we came to the same conclusion, but we started through different paths.
Yeah, that's and if you've done this, you know, maybe
nothing against you, not genuinely. It just does. It's not for me.
And we're not talking.
I'm not trying to insult anyone here. By the way, it's just not for me.
We're not talking about concerts. We're not talking about live music.
Yeah,
we're talking about the club
where astronauts in the ocean plays.
And Fiend, like that literally was TikTok Riz Party for adults,
highest in
bro.
the room. I actually like that.
You know TikTok Riz Party?
Yeah, this was the TikTok Riz party. In there.
The club is literally adult TikTok Riz party.
So the pardon me, chat.
Bane.
The dynamics of this birthday are pretty interesting. Jess, I almost keep accidentally saying her real name.
Jessica,
including me, she probably invited 5 to 7 people. I think she invited about 7 people, including myself, right? Tyler invited 25 plus people.
Okay, now describe Tyler to me, though. I need to know Tyler.
Is by far... Guys, I don't throw... Like, besides the Fucksgiving episode, I don't throw a lot of hate.
You don't.
I really don't. There's one person in recent that I've directed hate to, and you know who it is. I'm not going to say.
Oh, he's a TikToker.
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But like,
that's the only person I've directed negativity towards him. I'm not that negative.
You're not strongly opinionated in terms of like judgmental things or criticisms.
Yeah. But
I wouldn't
say
so.
Fucking guy, bro, Tyler, by far has been the biggest piece of shit
you've ever known.
Have spoken to in the past year. And I work customer service. I am, and I strongly stand by that. Tyler knows why I'm there. He knows I'm there as Jess's date for the night. In front of me, Tyler says to Jess, we should make out right now, man. And then he looks at me. Then he like side eyes me. That. I'm like, I want to slap bro in the fucking face for that shit. That pissed me off.
I didn't know this, so my point is forming, bro.
Yeah.
Because I need to visualize Tyler. I need him.
Okay, I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna explain what he looks like, and I might bleep this out.
So he's probably like one of those, and this is a stereotype, but he's probably one of those international students that like Remy makes fun of in his skits.
Yeah.
You know, he's one of those guys that claims that their name is LeBron.
Yeah.
Like he's what's your WeChat? You have big eyes, like type of guy. Off-white jacket, off-white socks, and then his whole thing is like how he goes the big way all the time.
Yeah, essentially. You kind of got him down there. You kind of got the stereotype down there. Like, your profiling is great on this guy, actually.
Yeah, my profiling, I recovered after the last
The thing that pissed me off the most was he knows why I'm there, and I also double-checked. I double-checked with Jess. I'm like, he knows why I'm here, right? The fact that he asked that in front of me and then side-eyes me is insane, bro. There's no way he goes, yo, Jess, let's make out right now. We should make out. And then looks at me.
So this is going to be like a broad statement in relation to this, but if your girlfriend's friend is like that, they don't have respect for you. Your girlfriend does not have respect for you. Because there are guys that center their universe around girls. And one telling sign of that is inviting a bunch of ABGs to his birthday party at the club.
With angel wings. Wings.
There
was 10 of them with fairy wings on, bro.
So that's reminding me of like the LA lifestyle. Like, like Dan Blazarian.
Don't know who that is.
He's basically just some dude on Instagram that poses with 30 girls at a time.
Yeah.
Right? And generally people don't look at that lifestyle as something that is successful. Like, it's really cringe. People generally see that's cringe.
It's grimy.
Yeah, it's grimy.
Really gross.
But you should be able to know that it's grimy and like if you're a walking stereotype and you admit it, like, I know I'm so-called Asian. That's why I make fun of it. This dude probably has zero idea that the whole world thinks he's grimy.
Yeah.
And that's the fucking annoying part. And he plays into the character and he's like, oh, we should make out. Even if you, well,
yeah.
Even if the night went amazing, because we know it didn't because of the start.
Yeah.
That man would have been a threat to the relationship every second of the fucking day for the rest of your life.
Later just clarified that they weren't that good friends, but low-key still, what the fuck?
Yeah.
No lie, what the fuck, bro?
And if your girlfriend is in any scenario where they're, like, friends with, like, somebody like that, like, you can tell that that guy does not value the friendship of women, and he probably was looking for a 13-some with angel wings that night.
Yeah, no.
And that was his whole goal.
And he was going to get it.
Yeah.
He was going to get it. He was going to get his way, too.
He was probably fucking confident about it.
Yeah. And...
What a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, no, he pissed me the fuck off.
And if you're watching this, because realistically...
I fucking don't like you, bro.
You're probably thinking, oh my god, I mocked him so hard. No, you don't. Fucking go ban for me right now.
No, I know I mocked him. The thing is, I think I would have... in that moment, I expressed zero frustration, even towards him. I was still super nice. At the end of the night, when he left, I was like,
man.
yo, thank you for having me here.
Man.
It was nice to meet you. Because if you're going to do that, you're a piece of shit. And why would I even give you my energy?
You, Tyler, are the reason people think I'm a fuckboy.
Yeah.
You're ruining this for me. You're ruining my fucking experience for me.
Mm-hmm.
And you're ruining it for me.
Yeah.
I'm getting Alex on your ass, bro. I'm getting Alex on your ass.
Alex, attack this guy. And now I think the way I'm going to explain the story is I'm not going to go linear for the next bit.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to explain a cycle of what happens for the next 2 hours.
Okay.
I'm going to explain a cycle of what happens. So I'm with Jess. I meet her friends. I already briefly met some of them, but I'm meeting a lot of people for the first. I stepped in there. Really? Yeah, you met some of them as well. I'm so jarred. It's loud. I already don't like the club.
Mm-hmm.
I just got off work. I did like 6 hours of labor, bro. Like, don't talk to me
And
right
you
now.
got stalked.
And I just got stalked by a guy that I thought was gonna choke me.
Yeah.
Like, I was not. I really, honestly didn't want to be there, but I was trying my best not to show that, and I was trying to have an upbeat attitude and really trying to make a good impression on Jess's friends and really get to know them and learn their names and everything, everything along those lines. But what happens for the next 2 hours is this weird cycle of Jess taking a shot, then going to the bathroom, and this is where the story gets kind of dark. Warning.
Gabagoo.
Yeah.
But you guys know what we're talking about. Drinking Coke.
Drinking Coke.
I'm just so scared. I need my ads, guys.
Yes. So then she goes to the bathroom, drinks some Coke.
Do you know that?
Yes.
How did you know that?
Because she told me.
Oh, because if she didn't tell you, you might be thinking like small bladder, huh?
Yeah. I'm like, that's really weird.
Yeah.
So she goes to the bathroom, drinks some Coke, then comes back. We go on the dance
and that's
floor.
Not Coke Zero. That's Coke.
That's Coke. Then we go on the dance floor. Celebrities is so packed, like that. The dance floor is there's no one even dancing, bro. It's
Nobody
just
dances.
People pushing their way through each other, and it is. I am like in like, I don't know how to explain it.
You're
like,
in a crowd crush. You're in Astro World.
Yeah. I was actually
because it's playing Fiend.
I was at Astro in the ocean world, bro.
Imagine like you were Astro World and you have PTSD from it, and you go to celebrities, and then you're like, there's a bunch of people pushing on you, and then it plays Fiend. Like you're like, holy shit, this is coming back to me.
And then we dance for a little bit. I'm hella uncomfortable on that dance floor. I'm trying my best not to be uncomfortable.
There's a stereotype for Vancouver clubs that nobody dances because they find it's embarrassing and stuff, and maybe. It's hard to dance the Fiend. Also, Astro in the ocean might not make me want to groove.
It doesn't make me groove.
No.
Yeah, but also because as an example, like me and Derek will go to Greta with certain people.
That's not a club.
No, but
I just want to play
on that
basketball.
Dance floor, I dance. I dance on that dance floor.
Okay,
and I crush it, bro.
Yeah,
no fucking lie,
he
I crush
crushes
it, bro.
it.
I fucking crushes it. But I'm so uncomfortable. And then the next part of the cycle is Jess and her friends are like, yeah, let's go back to our big like lounge couch area and do a shot. Let's go do a shot. Woo, girls. Then they do a shot. Jess goes to the bathroom, drinks more Coke.
Is this a thing where you have to do it back to back?
This is just like this 2 hours is just a cycle of that happening. Then she comes back. Who wants to do a shot? Does a shot. We hit the dance floor. Then we go back. She goes to the bathroom.
Are you doing shots?
I did 5. Okay. And I felt nothing.
Because they water it down. Yeah. You never fucking... If you're going to drink at the club pregame before, so like you think the shots are doing something, but it shit is water.
Shit. Yeah. Then she goes to the bathroom, drinks more Coke, comes back. Who wants to do a shot?
Coke, bro.
Yeah. And
it's a lot of Coca-Cola.
Within that 2 hours, I keep in mind, I know nothing about drinking Coke.
No.
I know nothing about it. I've never done it in my life.
I've watched Pulp Fiction once.
Yeah, I plan to never do it ever. I don't know if this is a lot. I'm assuming it is. But she went through 2 bags.
Ziploc or thumbtack things?
I didn't see it.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't see it. But she said she went through 2 bags.
Just herself?
Yeah, I think.
So, assuming that you have drunk exaggeration going, because that drunk exaggeration hits me, so maybe that could be a drunk exaggeration.
Yeah.
Even still, when I watch movies of people partying, I don't know how many times they cycle through the washroom and back to drink and then drink and then drink and then drink and then drink.
Yeah.
You said like 5 times, right?
I think I might be off here with my count. Genuinely, I'm not for sure on this. Okay. I think she went to the bathroom 7 separate occasions.
Okay, give or take.
And did 10 shots at least. At least.
Yeah, because I know what it's like to get at a hand. Like you want to do more. To me, and again, only from media, I've never seen an actor go into the bathroom 7 times and do that shit.
Yeah, it was a fucking lot. And she maybe did this 4 times, not that many times, but she did it 4 times. She fell. She just fell on the ground. But it wasn't like a violent fall. It was like I'm so fucked up. I'm going down, guys. Guys, I'm totally going down right now. Catch me.
Okay. Like a quirky, like, oh my God, Emily, I cannot take you anywhere.
Yeah, it was one of those.
I can't take you. You're so quirky. Okay.
And she kept doing that. And I asked Jess's best friend, what should we call her best friend? I've picked the names. You want to pick a name?
Loretta.
Shit, Loretta. I like Loretta.
I'm scared that's... No, I don't know anyone named Loretta.
Yeah, I don't know Lori. Let's just say Lori. I don't want to say Loretta every time.
Lori.
I asked Jess's best friend Lori probably 3 times. I know nothing about drinking Coke. So I ask her, I'm like, yo, how much alcohol and drinking Coke should you mix together?
And Lori is doing it as well?
No. Lori didn't do anything.
Lori's not.
Lori said, I've only tried drinking Coca-Cola 1 time. I don't know.
Okay.
And I bring it up on 3 separate occasions.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, obviously, it was a lot. And also, I can tell she was kind of fucked up.
Yeah, and it's also jarring, I would see, because you like this girl, and you think you have a future with her.
Totally saw her in a new light.
And then you see, it's like the glass breaking.
In How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah. It's like the glass breaks. You saw her as this romanticized version, obviously.
Yeah.
And then the glass breaks, and you saw her in a completely new light, which was also probably worrying you.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, she was like she was like fucked up.
Yeah.
Like she was like so sweaty, bro. Like she was like wet, dude. Like her face was so fucking sweaty. Her hair was like strandy. Like you know when you hold like an electric ball and your hair stands
or no,
up?
you got a balloon and you go.
Yeah, that happened, bro. Like she was so sweaty.
Yeah, she looked like Einstein.
So I asked Lori a couple times. I was like, yeah, how much are you supposed to mix? She's like, I don't fucking know.
Probably not that much.
But the thing is I'm not gonna be like, yo, I think you've had enough.
Yeah.
Right?
Because also you're not even your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like if you like,
I'm dating
you
her.
can't in your situation, especially because you don't want to seem like a pussy. Probably.
Well, it's not that I don't want to seem like a pussy. It's like I've been here for a couple months. I'm still getting to know her. It's not my place to be like, you've had enough. That's not my place. That is not my place.
I think the most you can do is like, hey, like, are you good?
Yeah.
But don't ask her like that.
I was like, hey, how are you doing? She's like, I'm so fucked up right now. I'm gonna go to the bathroom again.
But
I was like, okay.
But I'm so fucked up right now. If I say I'm so fucked up right now, you would know that I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
So it's like,
but if you're sweaty, your face is drenched.
Yeah.
like it's a different story, you know?
But yeah, no. If that was your girlfriend, even if like your girlfriend was hanging out with somebody that you don't want to hang, you're allowed to be like, nah.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot more boundaries you're allowed to set.
Yeah,
in this case,
there's a lot more boundaries you can bring up, but when it's this new, you can't really form those yet, right?
Yeah.
So now 2 hours pass, and we keep going through that cycle, right? Now it's about it's honestly about 2:35 a.m.
And what did they say? What did my grandma say?
Derek's grandma said that nothing good happens after 2 a.m.
Right before she died.
Right before, after 2 a.m.
Just
go home.
Just go
home because nothing good happens after 2 a.m.
Exactly.
And a lot of people listen to Derek's grandma or grandma because the club was pretty much empty at this point.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, thank you for listening to her.
Jess was super fucked up. We went on the dance floor one more time, including me, Jess, and her friends, which are like 7 people. There's probably like maybe 10 other people on that dance floor. It is empty.
Wow.
It is.
Is it a Saturday?
It's Friday night.
Wow, celebs is lame, everybody.
It closed at 3 a.m. That's when it closes.
Oh.
It's 2:30, 2:35 at this point.
Okay.
And
you don't want to also you
like,
don't want to be the
MF
guy
sweeping.
You don't want to be the guy that like gets into the janitor's way.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, they close in 30 minutes. You probably shouldn't order food at a restaurant.
Let's just get the fuck out of here. Let's go to Brecca. It's only 24 hours, you know? So then we decide to go. It's super late. We're like, yeah, guys, let's head out. They're literally closing. There's a fucking guy sweeping over there. Let's fucking leave.
Let him do his job.
Let's go. So we head back to the table, and we head back to the table to grab our shit to leave, right? And what happens is Jess and her friends go grab their shit. I accidentally bump into a Latina woman.
Because they're voluptuous down there.
Not even voluptuous. I just accidentally bump into her.
Okay, but there's a higher chance.
Accident. Yeah.
That's my point. So it's not your fault,
I bump into her, and out of reflex, I just go, "Oh, I'm so sorry, ma'am." And I call her ma'am, M-A-M. I work in a semi-high-class restaurant that at least pretends to try to be semi-high-class.
So you use semi-high-class terms.
So I need to use certain language like, gentlemen, sir,
so you locked into server mode.
I just worked 6 hours. So I go, and I bump into her, and I go, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, ma'am." And she fucking gets pissed, bro. She gets so mad at me. She's like, "Did you just fucking call me ma'am? Do I look like a ma'am?"
And then what you're supposed to say is, "Yeah, you do, bitch."
And then she just lays into me. She's like, "Do I look like a ma'am? No, I don't. I'm 22. I go to the gym 4 times a week, and you can fucking tell. You can fucking tell. Look at my body. You can tell. And I'm in an age bet. I'm gonna age so good, and you're gonna age like shit. Do you go to the gym?" I'm like, "No, but you know,
just because you go to the gym doesn't make you not a fucking man."
I shrink. I'm like, I've been meaning to, but I just, I get really busy. I don't give a fuck. I know you don't go to the gym because I can tell. I can fucking tell and fucking look at you. But I go to the gym 4 times a week, and you can tell.
You gotta not let these mams talk to you like that, bro.
Yeah, fucked up. She was so fucked up. And I really meant, and then I said, I was like, "I swear, I really didn't mean anything by it. I'm so sorry." She's like, "I know you meant nothing by it, but I need to get it out anyways." I'm like,
you know what? I respect it, then. I respect her a little.
I was just the unlucky
No,
victim.
you were the... Because if she was, like, still, like, getting on you, then she would be an asshole.
Yeah.
But since she was like, "Yeah, actually, no, I just need to get it out," the self-awareness was there. Respect a little bit retained.
Yeah. And
not much.
I'm getting fucking...
Wait, but...
Oh, yeah?
Who the fuck was this ma'am?
I don't know, bro.
I'm gonna keep her...
I don't know who this ma'am was. She was just some random fucker, bro.
If you're watching this, get your emotional regulation in check. And also, I think you have a something with your body that you probably don't love about yourself, because you keep mentioning that you go to the gym as like a rebuttal, which means that you're using it as a coping mechanism. Like, you love yourself, man.
And she's beautiful, beautiful young Latina woman. Truly so beautiful, by the way. You're so beautiful.
You got ma'am vibes, though.
Yeah. A little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Like, if she didn't give any man vibes, you would have been like, "Oh, sorry."
And while this is happening, I'm busy getting yelled at, so I'm not aware of my surroundings. As this is happening, Jess sits down on the couch where all our shit is, passes out.
Ooh.
She just fucking knocks out.
Has that ever happened to you?
No.
No, me neither.
Never.
Like, I don't even know what that's like.
Her friend, like, taps me. She's like, "Yo, look what the fuck is happening." I'm like, "Oh, shit.
Loretta.
I'm so sorry, ma'am. I'm so sorry. I gotta go help my friend here."
Just like...
I walk over to Jess, completely nonverbal, completely passed out.
Foaming.
Not foaming.
No foaming. Because if there was foam, she's dead.
Yeah.
Like Uma
We
Thurman.
would have called it GG's at that point. Like Uma.
And then you would have been like, oh, fuck. And then you probably, like, don't want to talk to the police and stuff. It's late, so you just dip, and then they would find you.
And up until now, this story has been kind of more lighthearted. Just we're cracking jokes, about Alex and shit like that. But this is when it gets really serious. And before we get into it, let's take a pee break.
And before we get into it, everybody, we hope you've been drinking your water this whole time. If you haven't,
drink fucking water.
Drink water, because you don't want to accidentally get called ma'am at the club.
On God.
And drinking water.
Wear your sunscreen.
Yeah, wear your sunscreen, drink your water, because who knows? You could be insecure by your age one day, and if a motherfucker calls you sir, maybe you'll snap at him.
Actually, somebody called me gentle or sir yesterday.
I love it.
I felt so fucking...
I love it.
Wow. I felt really respected.
Dude, it's the best.
I felt very respected.
I was in Florida, and every customer service person that was younger than me, like you can tell they're a teenager, called me sir, and I was like, I fucking love the South.
So respectful. Thank you, guys. We back from pee break.
I had a nice yellowish, bright yellow pee, but I realized that your pee doesn't have to be white for it to be healthy.
I totally agree with you on that.
That's what I didn't know.
But it also can't be pungently yellow.
No, of course. But I used to drink water and be like, why is it not white? Why is it not white? And I would drink like fucking so much. And it's like, it doesn't have to be. I'm allowed to be my own color. Unless it's not pungent.
I just think there are some unnatural colors. I personally would be concerned if you started peeing red, like you did in the past, like when you peed blood.
Yeah, guys. Never hold your pee in when you're a kid. Oh my God. Every time I like hold my pee in now, I think that I'm gonna pee blood. Because I had that one moment, and it's like
and every time I hold my pee in, I think I'm gonna pee myself because I had that one moment.
If you're a dude and you don't have a traumatic pee story that like comes up every time you're holding your pee in,
dude, are you
even funny?
Part of the fucking human experience to have that happen.
Like, do you even pee? Do you even drink water?
Do you even get up in the morning? Do you exist, bro?
No.
Do you exist? No, you don't. I refuse to believe you exist.
So she's out there.
She's out nonverbal. Her
head, like nonverbal as in like,
yeah.
Verbal is like, do you have to be forming sentences?
She's like half. Her eyes are like half open, like, and then she's going like I don't.
She's moaning.
No, she didn't even say words. Oh. She's not even speaking at this point.
Literally mute.
Yeah, mute. And it was such a quick change because we were on that floor, and she seemed obviously fucked up, but semi-normal.
Yeah, and you go up to her.
Not even 2 minutes later, after I get yelled at, she crashes. Like, not even 2 minutes later, the Celebrities isn't that big of a place. The dance floor to where our table is like a 20-second walk. If there's nobody in there, it's a 20-second walk.
Yeah.
We walk back there. She sits down, gone. It is I don't know what happened.
And then the DJ plays Something in the Way. And they dim the lights.
And they make it, no, it's black in there. Like, there's people cleaning up.
Yeah.
And her friends are trying to like give her water, but she's not really taking it in. Like have to they kind of
honestly
force it in her mouth.
As somebody that's like had really bad drunk experiences, do not put stuff in my mouth. Like,
yeah.
I feel awful right now. Like, I need positive affirmations.
Yeah. And
that's what
one of her friends, and keep in mind, we're like crowding her at this point.
Which is probably bad for her.
I'm not doing anything, by the way. I'm not doing anything. I'm just I'm kind of like, I'm next to her. Yeah. I'm watching her. I'm monitoring it. I think I don't want to make it sound like I was just like watching it like it was like entertainment. But also,
you're not young Sheldon.
Yeah.
Is he a doctor?
I'm not, yeah.
Okay.
I think so. I don't know. He's a fucking genius. I'm not.
Whatever.
Yeah. Fuck it. But I also. And this is something the element I'm going to bring up right now is an element I'm going to bring up through the rest of this story.
Ooh, new element.
The factor of seniority.
The
seniority factor. Out of about the 7 people that are there, I'm at the bottom of the seniority factor. Everyone there is friends with Jess. Her cousin is there that has known Jess for her whole life. Her best friend is there. People that have known her for years upon years are there.
And people that actively go to the club, people that might be in the culture of Coca-Cola use.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm the new guy.
Yeah.
My seniority factor is the bottom. I'm at the bottom of that chain. So I'm not going to step in and be like, try to like lock in and turn into this like, guys, I got it. Let me do it.
Especially if you don't know them.
Yeah. Her friends know her better than I know her. They know how to take care of her. They're doing like the hairbrush thing. They're trying to give her
positive
water.
affirmations. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
They have it. I'm monitoring it. I'm not standing there like cracking jokes and being like, my armpit smells so bad.
Oh, and like, Alex stayed the whole time.
Alex is gone at this point.
I thought
Alex is fucking gone at this point.
Alex comes, he's like, I know what to do, and he fixes it. If he's the hero of the story, I'm gonna fucking cry.
There's no hero of the story, unfortunately. Actually, there is a hero of the story. I'll get to it later.
No, where's Alex?
He's gone, bro.
No.
I'm sorry, dude. He doesn't come out for the rest of the story. I'm sorry.
If Alex, I want you on the show. I swear to fucking God. I know we've been making fun of you the whole time, but you have to have the self-awareness to be like, I am a little oddball, right? I like the oddballs. You're my oddball.
Yeah. Alex,
I would love for you to get on the show. I have opportunities for you. DM me.
DM him. He'll check his DMs. And now the employees at the club are like, guys, it's 3. You need to leave.
Yeah.
And they're like, you guys got to get out.
And they have no empathy for you guys. Like, who cares?
And also, I understand that. This probably happens
all the time.
Every fucking night.
Yeah.
There are multiple people at that club fucked up right now.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, guys, I can lift her up right now.
Ooh.
I'm strong. Like, I don't want to say this
curls,
for sure.
Bruh.
I don't want to say this for sure, but I'm pretty sure I'm stronger than all of them.
You're stronger than fucking Tyler. Is he still there?
No, he's gone. He left like 45 minutes ago.
Yeah,
or maybe 30 minutes ago.
And he's probably like fucking knee deep in pussy.
Maybe.
All those 13 angels.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
And I'm like, guys, I can just carry her right now. But I gave the suggestion. They didn't take it. They said, no, we got this. We're gonna try to get her to walk. So 2 of Jess's friends.
I would have been like,
it's not my call to make.
They don't know your strength. If I was there, I would have been like, guys, I swear to God, he's gonna lift me right now. I'll show you guys he's strong.
And what they try to do is they try to get her to walk. And what happens is they grab her arms and they like, when you grab somebody's arms and put it around your shoulder.
It was limp.
And then you support her.
Yeah.
They did that and they try to get her to walk, but they're just dragging her feet across the ground.
She's limp at this point.
She's completely limp. She's trying, like you can tell she's even though she's nonverbal, she's trying to walk. Like she's trying to get her footing.
Yeah.
She can't do it. Her feet just continue dragging and they just drag her up the stairs and just get her out of the club.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh, so it worked.
No, it worked.
Yeah, but her like jeans are probably fucked up now.
Her fucking boots were cooked.
No, there's like club juice.
The sole of her boot was cooked.
There's club juice all over her pants.
Yeah, you gotta change.
No.
Throw away those clothes.
Throw
away those fucking clothes. And then we get her outside. Keep in mind the storm. Pouring rain.
But like it's Vancouver, so there's like lights out. It's like downtown Vancouver.
Yeah, 3 a.m. pouring rain. It's dark outside. There's also hella people outside of celebrities at this point.
Yeah.
Like I think everyone's waiting for an Uber or something. And we get her. We place her down on the sidewalk.
Pouring rain. Dark as hell.
Yeah. The environment is fucked up. It's Gotham out there. It's Gotham.
Yeah, because I'm trying to make you guys realize that it's Gotham and he's Batman in this.
Like I can't emphasize how bad it was raining. I just can't emphasize it. And we set her down on the sidewalk. We're out in the open, so we use a jacket to put above her head as we try to get rides home.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna bring up a new character in the story.
New character.
Let's call him Neil.
Like Neil Patrick Harris.
Let's call him Barney.
I feel like Neil's not a shitty enough name for me to dislike them just based on their name.
But the thing is he's a likable guy.
So he's like, okay.
Yeah, I don't like him, and I'm gonna explain why I don't like him. Okay. But he's a likable guy.
Like, okay, so Neil's actually perfect.
Yeah, Neil. He is Neil. Good guy.
Good guy?
We'll get into it.
Okay, well, let's see what I think about him. I'm the deciding vote in this.
So Neil is the designated driver of that night. Neil actually
DD.
Yeah, Neil is one of Jess's close friends. And Neil actually isn't allowed in clubs. I'm not going to say what he did on the I'm not going to say what he did, but I was told what he did. You have to be genuinely the IQ of a 5-year-old. No, not even. You have to have The level IQ
chimpanzee
5.
IQ.
You have to have chimpanzee IQ.
Like primate. He's a primate.
To do what he did in the club. He's banned across all clubs in Vancouver.
Do you know how fucking embarrassing
that is? Hard that is to do.
Would you rather be in a relationship with somebody that's banned from all clubs in Vancouver, or every single time you get in their car, they have to do a breathalyzer? It's the same shit.
Yeah, it is.
It's the same.
I'm not gonna say what he did, but holy shit, you have to have the IQ level of 5 to do this.
So Neil, maybe people like you, right? But I see through you. You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I see through you. I see through.
No disrespect towards him.
And like,
but he was dumb as shit.
And like,
really
oh my
dumb.
God, you can't judge someone's character based on one decision.
Nah.
Well, you kind of can sometimes, though. I was saying.
And Neil is the designated driver of that night, right? He's
got a 5% crash like prone probability, dude. It's not looking good.
And he has 4 slots in his car. He's gonna drive everyone home. Everyone lives pretty far away from Vancouver.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say the
opposite
location.
way from you, right?
Opposite direction of me.
Okay, so you're like, I'm out of here. I'm
not gonna leave. I'm not gonna leave while she's like in this state, and I'm not just gonna leave everyone to take care of her by herself, right? By themselves.
Especially you're the only one that can lift her.
I am the only one that can.
That's what they don't fucking know, and that's what I'm trying to fucking spread to the world.
And Neil is about 20 minutes, maybe not 20 minutes away. I want to say he's about 15 minutes away, right? He's about 15 minutes away. And we're just waiting. We have the jacket over Jess. Still nonverbal. Still hasn't said a word. She is like not alive, bro.
How long has this been?
At this point, I want to say it's been since she passed out. It's been like 30 minutes.
Holy shit!
She's not speaking.
But no foam.
Pardon me?
No foam in the mouth.
No foam in the mouth.
That's what I'm looking out for. That's when you know what's bad.
No foam. And I bring up to her friends, I'm not going to do it because it's not my place. But I go, guys, should I call 911? I bring it up.
Right.
And they go, no, it's fine. I go, okay, I'm not going to do it. And I'm not going to keep pressing.
Yeah.
I bring it up. I brought it up. They said no. All of them shut the idea down. I said, okay.
So even if she does die right there, it's their fault and not yours.
Not my fault. I'm not going to take the blame. I mean, if she did die there, I would have fucking I would have honestly regretted that decision for the rest of my life.
Oh yeah. You would have to fight them for telling you no.
Yeah. No, I would I would just have to. I would have to do something. I would have to get Alex down.
Yeah. I got a patient for you, Alex, for your first surgery.
Now, finally, after 15 minutes, Neil pulls up. I'm going to explain the geometry of Davie Street right now. Right beside Celebrities, about 50 meters away, there's a gas station. Neil pulls up into that gas station.
Okay. He's like, oh, I need gas.
And he texts the gang. He's like, yo, I'm here. Pull up. I'm at the gas station. He's parked outside of it. There's no shelter. He's not parked in the shelter. It's 50 meters away. They can't carry her. I can.
Ooh, he had his moment. I knew you would have your moment.
So I pick her up. There's no protection. Still raining. It is
your hair's wet.
My hair's soaked at this point. Yeah. Absolutely, just my whole my clothes are soaked.
And like you might be tired, so you have eye bags.
Yeah. For the aesthetic. So it's aesthetic actually. And I'm carrying this fucking fucked up motherfucker through the rain. And she hasn't said a word to me in 35 minutes. The only thing she says is as I'm carrying her, her head's all the way back like this.
No way.
She goes, I'm gonna throw up.
Oh God.
Longtime BeerSosers will know this. What is my greatest fear? What is one of my greatest fears?
Throwing up
being near it. Yeah. Being near it.
Oh God.
I don't know anything about.
Literally.
This is like my worst.
It's
nightmare.
it's like if somebody wrote a fucking satire movie.
Dude, the one time I go out, I go to the club.
We don't go to. This is why we don't go out.
I don't go out. And then I don't know anything about first aid, but what I do know is if someone's gonna throw up, lay them on their side. So they don't choke on it. So I lay her on the ground. I put her on her side. I let her throw up. It's not normal throw up. It's completely clear.
It's
ooh. I don't know. And I'm assuming it's just because she had no food. It's completely clear.
It's all that Coca-Cola.
Yeah. It's not normal throw up.
Yeah.
She finished. She's throwing up. I pick her back up.
There's some like physical parts. It's like, oh shit, is that your? Did you just like? Is that half your liver?
Yeah. Like, oh shit, what the fuck? Like, I swear there's like guts. Like, I think you just threw up your intestine.
That could happen.
And Jess isn't heavy. She's very light, but I'm about 25 meters away from Neil's car at this point. But when it's and keep in mind, I've carried Jess before. I've carried her around,
and now she's
like flirtatiously.
Now she's thrown up, so she's less pounds.
But she is so heavy. When it's dead weight. It is very different to carry a conscious person from an unconscious person.
Really?
I'm about to drop her at this point. She is so heavy, I can't do it.
Even after the throw up?
Even after the throw up. And then some random guy sees that I'm like struggling and he's like, yo, you need help, bro?
No.
I'm like, yeah. He ends up being an antagonist though. We'll get to it.
No.
I know.
You know what I'm thinking? Alex.
No,
like, I just need him.
I mean, I low-key forgot what he looked like. It could be him. Then he's like, yo, you need help, bro? I'm like, yeah. We get her. We walk the rest of the 25 meters to Neil's car, and we put her in there.
Okay.
And we tried propping her up, and she just like fucking falls down. She's completely on her side. Yeah. Still hasn't said a word.
She's ragged. She's a rag doll.
She's a rag doll. The only words she said to me is, I need to throw up.
And that's
it.
You know what? Most, like, if you had to communicate one thing, that would be it.
That would have been.
She powered through to communicate that fucking line.
And while this is happening, her friends are saying to me, they're like, I think they're trying to get me to not to still like her, because they're like, Nico, I promise this never happens. They said that to me like 4 times, bro. It's like this has never happened before.
It's like when you want to show somebody something, but this one time you want to show them, it doesn't fucking happen.
It's not happening.
And you really, really need them to know that, I swear to God,
I'm
telling the truth.
So Neil opens the door to get her in. And I've never met Neil in my life. I've heard of Neil. I've heard Jess talk about Neil before.
And he's
And this guy, bro.
No, dude.
I can't blame him because he wasn't there. But he is just too fucking happy. he opens the he gets out of the car. He's like, "Hey guys, how are we doing?" Like, I get it because he wasn't there.
That was you in high school.
Yeah, that was. Now I get it. Now I get it. Now I get it. He didn't understand. He wasn't there, so I can't even hate the guy. But he was just cracking jokes. He didn't witness what we just saw.
Yeah.
So he is just happy-go-lucky. I'm Neil. I'm having a great night.
And I'm banned from club because I'm a weirdo.
It's pissing me off. He's like cracking jokes. Like at one point, we were trying to make space in the car.
Was it good jokes though? Like, was it like
no? I mean, it was a good joke, not for the situation. Like something that I just don't fuck with. What he did was we were trying to make room in the car, so he lifts up Jess, completely unconscious, and just throws her in the trunk. And like,
what the
closes the trunk door for a second as a joke.
That's not funny.
And I don't fuck with it at all. By the way,
that's not funny.
I don't get mad. It's not. It's really not. Especially in the situation we're in, it's not funny.
Even like, how could you? Let me guess his car.
Yeah,
it's one of those shitty cars that are like, you could tell they're like $3,000, but he made it as loud as possible with customizations.
What he did was he actually drives a really nice car.
Yeah, cool.
And remember that guy that helped me bring Jess to Neil's car? He won't leave. He's not.
Who is this guy?
Some random guy. I don't think he speaks English.
Oh,
he's not leaving. And all of Jess's friends are like, "Thank you for helping, but leave now. Go now." And he's like, "No, but I don't want to leave. Like let me help. Let me help." He can't do shit.
No, because he thought this was his moment.
Yeah,
like this, he was gonna get the key to the city.
Yeah,
for
it wasn't his moment. And then you also don't know this part of the story. I didn't tell you this. He's not leaving. It's been like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
we're trying to make room in the car. We're obviously supporting Jess. Also, some of Jess's two of Jess's friends are also just fucked up. They're throwing up. I like held one of their hair ups. Had to face my fear multiple times that night of throwing up. Like I never thought I would hold up a motherfucker's hair as they threw up, like on my shoe.
Random MF, I'm not doing that shit. No fucking way.
And he won't leave. Then 2 Filipino guys in this scary ass car pull up, face tattoos everywhere.
Oh my God.
They're like, "Yo, bro, is this guy bothering you?" I'm like, "Yeah, he's bothering us." He's like, "Yo, get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here." Dude, gangsters are nice.
Gangsters? Well,
yeah. But
and then they went and
nice.
They buried like a body after.
Yeah. Like they're like, "Yo, guy, get the fuck out of here, guy. Get the fuck out of here." Face tattoos everywhere. They make him leave.
And that would have been.
I go up to the
scary.
Gangster. I put my hand in the car. I dap him up. I'm like, "Yo, thank you guys." Then they drive off. Really, no problem.
And then they took your prints and framed you for a murder.
They
later.
Also did have Alex strapped to that car, by the way, at the top. Unconscious. That was the only
No, Alex was in the back, and he was like, "These are my boys."
He's like, "What did I say, bro? I'm pulling up. I pull up for you. You're my boy." That's what he said. And then finally, that guy leaves. Then we bring our attention. We bring our attention back to Jess.
Yeah.
Still nonverbal. One of her friends is in the car with her, like petting her hair, trying to comfort her. Like,
I would like that if I was nonverbal.
She's like dead, bro. Like she is not moving. She doesn't know where she is. Like she's trying to comfort her. It's not working. Jess, the only word she's spoken is "I need to throw up."
I would need like a ball itch if I was like that.
Oh, you want to itch the fuck out of your tank, and then I'll bring it up to your nose.
I'd be like, and then once I sniff it, I'd be like,
he'll come.
What did I miss?
He'll be like smelling salts. So we bring our attention back to Jess, and two of our other friends are throwing up. So I like I said, I held one of her hair, like one of the friends I was helping her. I was trying to support her. I held her hair up. There's so much hair, it keeps like falling, so I can't hold it up properly. And
you gotta double hand it, man.
And you know what she says? She's like, "I need a woman's touch." I'm like, "Yeah, you do." Yeah, you do. You do need a woman's touch. I respect it.
No, because you were probably too like you were probably pulling that shit.
I'm trying to hold the hair,
yeah, but men are like more.
It keeps falling, and I'm not trying to be rough. Obviously, she's throwing up. Like,
yeah,
I'm not trying to be rough with her shit, but it just keeps falling.
I'm gonna say this.
Yeah.
If I was talking to a girl, even if we weren't dating, I would not be holding up any other girl's hair though. I'll let them fucking puke on their hair.
If it was Jess's friend though, it's Jess's friend. I just did it, bro. No lie, I just did it. I might have been in the wrong for that, but I don't know. She was throwing up.
You were trying to be nice, but I would have been like,
no, she was sitting in the car with her head out of the door, like,
damn,
like it was fucked up.
Okay.
So maybe I was in the wrong.
Don't fucking puke. Well, you know what?
I did it.
Don't
I don't
fucking
know.
puke on his Nissan.
I was fucking like, guys, I hate, like I was traumatized already, right? And
you're trying to not get puke on his seats. He probably has nice seats.
Oh, he does have really nice seats. It's a really
Do
nice
not
car.
get puke on the seats. So, everyone knows this.
Yeah. A woman takes over. She gives her the woman's touch. I step back. As of now, I step back. I take 5 meters away from the car. I'm standing beside Gabagoop's friend.
Okay.
Oh shit! I said her real name. I'm standing beside Jess's best friend.
Lori.
And just another random friend, right?
Lori and random
friend.
Sorry, you literally just got placed a random.
Actually, no, we're gonna give you a name
because I know you're listening to this.
We're gonna call her. Rachel. Let's go to your default.
Oh yeah,
I'm standing beside Lori and Rachel, right?
I feel like people aren't named Rachel anymore, but hey,
yeah,
in my universe,
Rachel Green.
Rachel Zane.
So at this point, Lori calls her boyfriend, and she's crying. Lori's like,
I know her boyfriend's mad as fuck. I'm not gonna lie.
Pardon me?
I know her boyfriend's mad.
It's like, Lori is like, Jess is not moving. I'm freaking out. Jess is not moving. I don't know what the fuck's happening. Jess is like, she's gone. Like, I don't know what's happening. She's not saying anything. She's nonverbal. And I can't emphasize how much of a ragdoll Jess was. Completely, like, just nonverbal. Completely.
Okay.
And then, what was the friend I just said? Rachel?
Yeah.
Rachel's like, man, it's never been this bad before.
They keep trying to reiterate this.
Yeah, but instead of trying to get me to not like Jess, she's saying it out of genuine concern. Rachel's like, holy shit, it's never been this bad before. Then I bring up again. I go, should I call 911? I suggested again. I'm not gonna be the one to make that final call.
Like on some like, I'm gonna type it in, but you press it.
Yeah,
you press it.
So I say again, I'm like, I recommend to call 911. Then what happens is Rachel's like, you know what? I'm gonna go look at Jess. I'm gonna go to the car. I'm gonna look at Jess.
She's green.
I will let you know. Me and Rachel walk over to the car.
Okay. The two sane human beings right now. We like Rachel.
Yeah, we like Rachel.
Okay.
Rachel was calm. Rachel goes, hi, Jess. I need you to wake up. Can you talk to me? Dead as fuck. Then Rachel turns around and she's like, Nico, I don't like it. Make the call.
Why? No. You can't make the call, my boy. Did you make the call?
Yeah, I have a screenshot of it.
You screenshotted it?
No, I screenshotted it like a couple days later.
First 911 call.
At 3:31 a.m.
You got your 911 virginity taken.
Yeah. At 3:31 a.m., I had an 8-minute outgoing call to 911.
Oh my God. What did the operator say? Is it like the TV?
Yeah,
shows?
not really.
No?
Not really, to be honest. I don't know. I've never called 911 before, right? Like, I don't really know what to expect. But I call 911. they're like, what they asked me first is they asked me my name and the phone number I'm calling from. And then they're like, so what's the issue? Then I explained to them.
But what if you were going to die?
I don't know. Fucking.
And they want to know your name first?
I don't know. Is
it because they know your location already? Because that's not the most efficient way.
Yeah, I might have had this order wrong in my head. At this point, so much was happening. Like, I've glanced at my notes. I've literally written down this story.
Yeah.
I've glanced at my notes the most amount of times now because so much shit was happening. But now I'm on the phone with 911. I explained to them the situation. They're like, yeah, okay, put her on the ground and check if she's breathing.
No one did that shit?
No,
I wouldn't have thought
She's
about
still
doing that
laying
shit.
in the car.
Yeah.
Jess is still wiped out laying in the car. So I ask Neil, the designated driver. I go, yo, Neil, I'm on the phone with 911. They're asking me to lay Jess on the ground. Can you do that for me? And I say it very calmly. I'm so calm towards bro right now. And I'm low-key freaking out inside. He's like, yeah, bet, bro. He picks her up and puts her back in the trunk. And I'm like, and I say it so politely. I go, hey, Neil, why'd you put her in the trunk, man?
Dude, you're literally talking to like if I have a fucking son, that's how you talk to him when he's 3 and you bit your hand.
And he's like, oh, it's raining, man. I don't want to get her wet. I go, Neil, and at this point, I'm so mad at bro.
You think
he's been cracking jokes the entire night?
Do you think he's actually so fucking stupid that he thought that putting her in the trunk would actually shield her from the rain? That was the best option?
No,
or do you think he was trying to be funny?
I don't know. Also, you know
what's worse?
You know what pisses me off? This guy, he said it at least 5 times. He goes, damn, I'm as wet as a dog right now. Like, shut your mouth,
like, are
dumbass.
you in a fucking Marvel movie?
Like, shut your mouth, bro.
That's
fucking
such a
lay her on the
shitty
ground.
one-liner.
So I lay my
and I know you're watching this.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Get your life together, Neil. Like, actually, because the rest of society sees you as a loser, which you are. The rest of society, it's not about what you and your yes men think. It's about what everyone else thinks. It really is.
Yeah. So I lay my sweater on the ground. Neil lays her on tops of the sweater. And now I'm trying to check for her breathing. And the operator is instructing me on how to check for, I have to tip her head back and then check. But the club was so loud.
You can't
My
hear
ears
anything.
are ringing.
Yeah.
My phone is on speakerphone, maxed out. The volume's maxed out. And the camera's in my ear. I can barely hear what they're telling me.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm having the hardest. No one's helping me.
There's one guy that wasn't in the club that can potentially help you.
Yeah.
Neil.
And it's Alex.
No. Well, Neil wasn't in the club. He could.
But he's not. He's kind of just watching.
No, because he's thinking of one-liners, dude.
Yeah. No, he's got to check his joke book.
Yeah.
That he bought from fucking Indigo.
Yeah.
And I'm having the hardest time. I'm holding the phone. I'm having such a hard time pulling her head back, checking. Then this is the hero of the night. Some random guy comes up to me he just comes up to me and he goes, I'm a first responder. I can help you.
That's my guy. Hey, I want you on the show too.
This guy clutches up, dude. I go, please. I give him the phone.
Holy fuck.
He does his whole fucking medical thing.
And then he pulls out a machine the tip
and then I tap him. He has the tap. If he's got the tap, I'm gonna do it.
Dude, you have to.
Yeah, I have to. I don't even have it. I can't even use the excuse I don't have change on me because I got my wallet and I got tapped.
Exactly.
And then he's like, okay, firefighters on their way. He leaves. I'm like, I shake his hand. I'm like, thank you so much, sir. Firefighters pull up first. Hold on,
I gotta say this.
Yeah.
If you are watching Jessica, in a situation
I don't think Jessica's gonna watch this.
Okay, let's be real.
Yeah,
she will.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, maybe.
I mean, in my head, I'm a Spotify stalker to this day of every single person I've ever known in my life. If I knew they had a podcast, I would know. I'd be dialed in.
Yeah.
This is actually constructive criticism, so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna flame myself. But if you are in a situation where you are in danger, where you are not feeling good, and let's say you're not even in danger, right? Let's say you're not in danger. There was 0% chance you would be actually in danger. Let's say that. But you feel awful and you need help, and the 2 people that helped you were a random fucking person and someone you knew for a month over your friends.
Well, to offend our friends, they were helping, but not as much. Well, no, I don't want to take them. I don't want to take anything away from them. They did their part, as I did my part. I was the one that called 911, but also they were the ones to, drag her by her feet out of the club.
No, but that's because they didn't know your strength.
Yeah. No, but
no lie, you don't look like
they were the ones.
bulked.
They were the ones to comfort her and do like a lot of the important work.
My fault. That's true.
Yeah.
I forgot about the importance.
When it came to 911, that was mostly me. It was me.
Okay. The criticism still stands for some people around your circle, and that's your call to make.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you're gonna say this one day, like literally like soon. But yeah, who you're around says a lot about you. And if you were an influencer and you were friends with somebody like Neil or maybe Tyler, for example, you'd get fucking canceled. And like obviously cancel culture like goes way too far sometimes. But it still says a little bit something. Well, it doesn't mean that everything they say is untrue.
Just a little bit.
That's all I'm going to say. That's just a thought experiment for you.
So now I've been mad at Neil since I met this fucking guy, but he actually does clutch up here. And for the rest of the night, he starts clutching.
Yo, Neil, my bad.
No, what pissed me off about Neil was out of his control. He wasn't there. He couldn't read the situation because he didn't see what happened. He pulled up and was the comedian.
What could have happened would have been like, maybe she gets this drunk a lot, and in his head, it was like, oh, here we go again.
Here we go, y'all.
Another night. Like, maybe I can practice some jokes.
I want to emphasize that my frustration towards Neil is irrational.
Okay.
Because I was in the shit. I was stressed out, and I don't want him to make jokes. It was purely, my frustration towards him was maybe a little bit rational, but mostly just irrational. He was pushing my buttons.
All right, Neil. It's my apology right now. Irrational apology.
And the firefighters pull up. Neil does clutch here. They're like, does she take any other medication? Does she take medication? I know she takes one kind of medication. I don't know what it's called, though. Neil knows. He's like, yeah, she takes blank.
He's got the intel.
Nice.
He's the seniority.
Yeah. Out of the seniority, Neil outranks me very highly. He does. And now we're waiting for the ambulance. And I just take a moment to myself because there's nothing to do. The firefighters are checking on her. They're yelling at her. They're yelling her name. They're going, Jessica, can you hear me? Wake up. I need you to wake up.
Because we know that works.
Didn't work, by the way.
Obviously.
If firefighters are doing that, I'm assuming it's going to work. Didn't fucking work. They're screaming at her. She's not waking up. There's nothing I can do.
You step aside and you're like, what the fuck have I done wrong in a past life?
Yeah. I step away from the situation. I'm still monitoring. I'm still looking. But I just look off to the side and look at the sidewalk and just mentally check in with myself. I don't know how to describe it.
No, what you do is you look into a puddle and you see a reflection.
Yeah, no, more cinematic. I do that. For the sake of the story, I do that. I look into the puddle and I just take note of my eyes. I don't know how to explain it, but my eyes were so wide. My eyes were so wide at this point.
Dude, you got what you fucking dreamt for,
I know.
Bro. Big eyes.
I'm a white person, bro. I became fully Caucasian. And my eyes were, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, my eyes were beaming. Like, I was, like, beaming. Like, everything I looked at, like with the widest eyes ever.
Maybe you were going like this.
Yeah, I was. No, I was. Like, people probably thought, like, I was, like, ashamed of my loud heritage.
Yeah.
And then finally, like, 5 minutes after the firefighters get there, the ambulance gets there. And the ambulance analyzes her. They do their fucking ambulance Grey's Anatomy shit. I don't fucking know. And then they get her on a stretcher and they put her in that ambulance.
And
out of everyone that's there, I'm not going to be the one to go in. It's not my place.
No.
It is not my place. Her cousin goes in with her. If it was going to be anyone,
hey, where was Ro the whole time?
Who's Ro?
Wait, is her cousin a guy?
A girl.
Why did I think? Okay, never mind.
But her cousin goes in the ambulance. Okay. If it should be anyone, it should be her cousin. That is the person to do it.
Yeah. Wait, it's only one? You get to choose one?
Yeah, I think you get
is
to
choose
choose
the rule?
One. Yeah, I think that's the rule. Just because you're going to crowd the fucking paramedics.
Yeah.
And that wasn't me.
Even if it was you, would you even want it to be you?
I would have done it if the occasion came.
Yeah.
But I think there's people better suited for her, like Jess's cousin. Jess knows Jess's cousin. They're their family. They live close to each other. That's the one that makes the most sense, right?
I'm thinking about this from like irrational. Okay, my biggest pet peeve is when people can't handle substances.
Yeah.
So like, if that was me, I would have just been mad upset just because like I hate when people can't handle their substances, and I would have just left. But that means, irrational pet peeve, guys. Pet peeves are not rational.
I totally get it. I was irrational towards Neil. He was pissing me off for no reason.
You got to have a couple irrational moments in a night for it to be a good night.
Yeah, a little bit, just one or two. That's totally chill. Yeah. And I look at Jess's best friend. What did we give her? Lori. I look at Lori. Lori, think completely traumatized, bawling her eyes out as
eyes big as hell like yours.
Yeah. No, the ambulance is driving away. Lori's crying so hard. Somebody's comforting her, and the original girl that told me to make that 911 call,
Rachel Zane.
Rachel's crying. I give Rachel a hug. I give her like the shoulder rub. Like I don't really know what to do in this scenario. And while this is happening,
so you massage
there's still
them.
2 other people throwing up. Like hell. Like the original girls that were throwing up, the 2 original girls that were throwing up are still throwing up. And
dude, you got yourself caught up in a woo girl story time.
Yeah, I know, dude. Average woo girl lifestyle is crazy.
You got
bro.
your fucking
they
self
got
caught
mad
up
lore,
in a
dude.
woo girl sitcom. You're from another. It's like
it was
you're
a
from another
episode.
fucking like a TV show. And you crossed over into a woo girl TV show.
Never again we do that.
Oh. You got yourself into Mean Girls, dude.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, never again. And now it's time to go. Right, ambulance is gone. We've done we've done everything we can do. It's time to go. So I order an Uber. I wait 10 minutes. No Ubers. I get the notification on my phone that's like, yeah, there's no Ubers available. I'm like, fuck. Okay, I'll order a taxi. I call a taxi. Nah, sorry, we can't, bro. We're too busy. I go, okay, cool. Call another taxi. They're like, yeah, man. Nah. I'm like, get cool. I finally called the 3rd taxi service. And as I'm on the phone with them, they're like, yeah, we can totally pick you up, bro. I'm like, okay, let's go. As this is happening, some random taxi pulls up. He's like, yo, you need a ride, bro? I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm like, actually, by the way, guys, no, I don't need a taxi anymore.
Why do people keep pulling up to you?
I don't know.
Like, what is this?
But I hang up the phone. I get in that taxi.
Okay.
And what I respect, Neil gains respect points for this.
Neil, I have shamed you irrationally. I'm sorry.
I have, throughout this whole ordeal of me trying to find a ride home, took probably like 10, 15 minutes. Yeah. Maybe 10. Maybe 10. Neil won't leave. I respect it. I'm like, Neil, you can totally go, bro. You have to drive people home.
It was just you?
If he left, it would have been just me.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, dude, I'll totally stay with you. Don't worry about it.
Neil.
I respect, bro. I respect
you a little bit more now, but maybe just, like, chill on the jokes. But also I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt now that he has my respect. Maybe Jessica does this all the time, and he thought it was just like another thing.
And what I do believe is that this has never happened before to this extreme level. Based on her friend's reactions.
Yeah.
The authentic crying was insane, bro. Her friends were
that was authentic
their
crying.
Eyes out.
That was dead stock crying.
I really do believe that it has never happened to this level before.
Yeah, to this level. But
to this level.
The fact that Neil was so chill about it means like she probably gets fucked up a lot.
Yeah, no, it's true.
So like, sorry, Neil.
I was not aware of that.
Neil.
By the way,
I feel bad now for Neil.
Nah.
I've been cooking him the whole time. Tyler,
the thing is, I've been cooking him.
Tyler's still on my phone.
Tyler's irredeemable. And now I'm in the taxi home. I finally have moments to myself, and I don't even like my eyes are still beaming.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, but I'm beaming.
And the taxi driver's like, "What you beaming for, bro?"
No, he does. He asked me. He like 10 minutes into the ride, he's like, "Yo, so how was your night, man?" I'm so like I don't even have music in. I don't even go on my phone. I just look out the window and think about what just happened. I'm straight up with bro.
You're thinking this city needs me.
Yeah, and I go, yo, no lie, bro. This just fucking happened. And he says to me, he goes, you know what, man? You seem like a good guy. I don't think you should get involved in this stuff. I think this is a sign that you should.
Wait, the taxi driver gave you the most fired taxi driver. I want you on the show too. I want everyone from this whole fucking night on this show.
We need a whole panel. And he goes, yeah, dude, you seem like a really good guy. I don't think you should get caught up in that stuff. I think this is a sign. And I go, yeah, you're right. It was a fucking sign. And right then and there, I was like, yeah, this is not going to work.
What if the taxi driver didn't say that?
I would have still not. For the story.
No, but for the story,
cool,
you know what?
The taxi driver.
Literally, this could not even be true, but I need this to be true. I need the taxi driver to have wisdom. My fucking camera's going to die. We've been going for that long.
Holy shit. Okay, let's talk about batteries. Should we talk about batteries? Batteries have been fucking swapped.
New batteries, NBs.
New NBs in. Okay, so I get home. Taxi drops me off.
And then after he drops you off, he's like, remember this lesson, son.
No, he patted me on the head. He said, never forget.
Yeah.
Never forget.
Lessons have been made.
And I get home probably at about 4:40 a.m. That's when I get home. Because I called Derek 10 minutes later.
And then you talk to your mom.
Yeah. I step inside and I go through the back where my room is because I live in the basement. And still like I'm like I stood there for a second. I just didn't take off my shoes. I was like, I gotta like stand here.
Like I need some reels.
Like
that was
no, I didn't even want to go reels. I just didn't want to like look. I just want to like glance around type shit. Like I don't
see if you were real.
No, I don't know how to explain it. Like I was still beaming at this point. I looked in the mirror. My eyes are like beet red, and also the rain is probably like running down my face and shit. I'm soaked at this point, and my eyes are so wide. I look like a Caucasian human being. It is insane.
And like you were hella pale because you probably didn't eat that whole time.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah,
you were Caucasian.
I was. Like,
that's why you were tripping out.
Because I was like, why do I look? Why am I my dream self right now? And I never talk to my mom. Like I do talk to my mom. You guys, longtime viewers will have a grasp and understand my relationship with my mom. It's not like I'm gonna tell you my emotions type shit. I'm not gonna tell you what's going on in my life. If something bad happens, I just don't say shit, right? But I took off my shoes and I was like, yeah, I gotta tell my mom this. I'm freaked out right now. I open the door, I walk up the stairs. It's fucking 4:43 a.m. I go, yo, mom.
And she's like, what the fuck?
Some fucked up shit just
And you
happened.
see like there's porn on the TV.
So I just tell her what's going on. She's like, oh shit, that fucking sucks, bro. I've never told her like shit about my life before.
So she just said, oh shit, that fucking sucks, bro.
She's like, well, she gives me like, she's like, damn, I'm sorry that happened, bruh. I'm like, and she calls me bruh like that. I'm like confused.
Did she give you any advice?
No.
Huh. So the taxi driver had better.
The taxi driver had better advice. She didn't give me fucking any advice.
Okay.
And then I walk back downstairs and I call you.
And then I'm waking up and you're like, dude, you won't believe what just happened. I'm like, what happened, bro? And I'm like this, cause
like he's like this,
and you're like, dude, like, and you just tell me that in a very condensed way, and I'm like, I don't even remember what I say, but I was like, dude, she's not dead, because I think you at the time you thought she could have died.
I honestly dude, if you were there, bro was not moving. Bro and limp as shit. She might as well have been like a stuffed human.
I think I had 3 thoughts. One was she's not dead. So I mean, when's the last time somebody said?
I knew she wasn't gonna be dead. I knew it was gonna be okay, but I was still freaked.
And then my 2 thoughts were, one, this dude is literally living a sitcom. Like this shit would never happen to me, even though I would wish this happened to me at least once. It just won't happen to me. It's like in Phasmophobia on Twitch. You die every single time, even though I literally don't even do anything. Like I'm doing the same thing.
Instantly go in there, the ghost fucking gets me.
But I'm like, it's never me. And then the third thing was like, this motherfucker better leave her though. Yeah, that was my first thought.
I told Derek on that phone call, I'm a single man now, yo.
Yeah,
I'm once again, I'm officially
which was the correct choice, and this is backed by me and taxi driver. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
There's probably people out there thinking, what, why, or I don't know, maybe there isn't, but I think a rational being hears this and is like, for you, you're not in that lifestyle.
Yeah. Well, it was, and I'll get to it, and I'll get to it in a little bit. But there's a very different, there's a compatibility match. that doesn't match up there, right? There's a difference in compatibility there.
Like you could match up so perfectly personality wise, but if my girlfriend likes to dress up as like animals on a day-to-day basis, like that's just not for me. Even though you could be,
and that totally works for them. Not for me.
Not for me.
Not for me, and that's okay. And at this point, I check the time. I have to get up for work in 3 hours.
Damn.
I call in sick.
Why did you even?
I text my manager. I know my manager's asleep. I'm like, yo, no lie. Sorry for late notice. I'm not pulling up to work. I can't.
You thought you would though. Like at one point in your,
there was a point.
There was a point you were like, I'm pulling up.
Yeah. So I just call in sick, and then Jess's cousin texts me from Jess's phone, and she goes, yo, just want to let you know, Jess is okay. She's gonna be okay. And I got that text. I honestly don't know. I don't know the timing. Maybe it was around 5:50 a.m., 6 a.m. The timing at this point is very lost in my head. But I don't fall asleep until like 7:30. What I do is I get changed. I do my nightly routine. I just sit in my bed. I just can't sleep. I'm still beamed at this point. I'm still like beaming. My eyes are still super wide. And I think I don't even go on my phone. Like, I don't even want to like go on Reels, bro.
You raw dogged
wrong with me.
the bed.
Something was wrong with me, bro. And I think I just tire myself out just through thinking about the whole situation. Then I end up falling asleep at about 7:30 a.m., which caps off and ends the worst night of my life.
The birds are chirping when you're falling. You had that Derek Zoo COVID sleep schedule.
By the time I fell asleep, the sun was coming in.
Wow. Best night of his, most content-worthy night of his life, motherfuckers.
Worst night. That night will go down as one of the worst memories I have, and I hope
this is why you listen to my grandma.
Yeah. I hope I did a good job of explaining that story and explaining my perspective. I was really like before this episode, I literally took down notes of exactly what happened, and I ran through the story in my head because I didn't want to be like, okay, oh, by the way, remember, so this happened. Oh, but 5 minutes ago that happened. And I totally forgot that happened.
That's that DZ storytelling, bro.
I wanted to really craft that story, so I hope I did a good job.
I think you did a good job. Because when I tell stories, I'm like, what you did. That's my
that's how people tell stories. Like in How I Met Your Mother, fucking Ted jumps all the time in his narrative, right?
But you wanted it to be smooth.
Yeah, but I want to try to make it smooth. Yeah, worst memory.
Well, let's jump to this. Are you still with her?
No.
Are you in contact with her?
No.
Like look at that. Look at that jump.
Yeah.
And you made the correct choice. You made the correct choice.
Yeah, I think I knew that we were not gonna be seeing each other after that night, but and I was planning on honestly having this conversation the next day on Saturday.
Yeah.
But me and her briefly spoke to each other on the phone on Saturday around noon. She was still in bed. She was like, yeah, she was sleeping at her cousin's place. She's like, yeah, no lie, I'm still super nauseous. I'm just gonna lay here.
That hangover is probably fucking insane.
It was like noon at this point. She did not feel well.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna do this on Saturday.
No.
That was
because you've been hungover before. Like you don't.
That was I've never been that. She was probably ultra hungover, and so I wanted to just let her. Before we had this conversation, I wanted to let her mind and body recover from Friday, but also I needed to recover from Friday, right? Like I knew that we weren't going to see each other anymore.
Yeah.
But I wanted to correctly identify my own emotions and then be able to put that in language that can be explained to her.
Do you think she knew that you wouldn't be seeing each other?
No. Ooh. She was a little bit caught off guard when I called her Sunday and had that conversation with her. But I purposely didn't call her Saturday. I didn't have this conversation with her Saturday because I wanted to, number one, just identify. I wanted to identify my own emotions. I knew I was jarred, but that's about it. I knew we were gonna see each other.
That's a default emotion for you. You're always jarred over shit.
I'm jarred.
Yeah.
But I wanted to find the right language to use to explain to her why this was not gonna work. And I wanted to really be careful with my language and be careful with my tone. And I'm glad I didn't call her Saturday.
Because you're not trying to cook her. Yeah. Well, you're not trying to be disrespectful at the same time. Because at one point you did like her. So.
Yeah. And I wanted to find the right language to use to correctly describe to her my exact emotions. And I needed to first figure out what my emotions were.
What they end up being. Emotion breakdown.
The thing is I come to terms with it. I wasn't even mad. I'm not mad. I'm really not mad.
Oh no,
I'm just upset about what happened. Obviously.
You can be disappointed, but not like But that's actually worse. Like if your mom ever says, "I'm not mad, I'm disappointed," it's like fuck, just be mad at me.
Like I think what was the most disappointing thing about this, to be honest, was, that I thought we had her there for a second. Like I was telling the boys the search is over. Longtime BeerSosers know I've been single for quite a while. I thought the search was over. I really thought the search was over. I was telling the gang, search is over.
You hit gold.
We found her. Nah. And what's the most tilting part is that I got to start from level 1 again. That's the most tilting part.
And the thing is, I don't relate, but I'm imagining myself like playing Stardew, but like my computer shuts off and it wipes my fucking memory.
Yeah. And then you got to start from the beginning.
Fuck, I have to start from the beginning.
Yeah. Dating is these levels. You start on level 1 of sitting down, going on a first date. That's level 1. Level 2, that second date. You know, you're still testing the waters.
But it can still be exciting.
It's still,
it's still going to be exciting.
Yeah, it's still exciting.
Maybe just wait.
I'm going to wait. I got to chill first a little bit. And And then level 3, you know, you hold hands. Level 4, you give each other a peck on the lips.
Oh my god.
Kiss.
Oh my god.
You know, level 5, level 6, level 7, you meet her friends. Level 8,
oh my
she
god.
meets your friends. I know, right? Level 9, she meets your mom. Level 10, then she's leaving shit at your place. You're leaving shit at her place, right? You progress through these levels. And the most tilting part, honestly, is I got to start from level 1 again.
No.
Because I thought we had her there for a second. And I got to start, and I was wrong. That's the most tilting part.
Yeah. I think that puts in a really good perspective for me because I hate restarting things. Like I would rather, if I'm playing something or I'm working on something and I feel like it's not perfect, I'd rather restart instantly than like think I had it.
Yeah. Like when I was younger, when I would play Pokemon on my Nintendo DS, I didn't know you would have to manually save the game. So every time I would play, I wouldn't save the game.
Oh, so you,
because I didn't know how to save
you're
the
used
game.
to it.
Yeah.
I'm used to it.
So and I thought my DS was glitch. I thought my Nintendo DS was glitch. I was like, oh my god, you can't save the game on my Nintendo. I'm just gonna have to play, and I have to restart every single time.
Wait, dude, this is a fucking metaphor. Because do you think that maybe, you know when people are like, I'll never find love. You don't think that?
No, I will find love.
Oh,
it's just not my
mind.
time yet, and that's okay.
Because you're not a glitch DS. That was not a metaphor.
No, no. But
I thought.
But
that was a cook.
No. I think some people think that. I think I will 100% find love.
Oh yeah.
I knew as soon as I started dating Jess, I knew she wasn't gonna be the one that I was gonna die with. Just statistically, I knew that, right?
Yeah.
But I know it's gonna happen, and it's not my time yet, and that's okay. I'm just gonna wait. It's tilting, but it's not my time. There's nothing I can do about it.
What I'm interested about is because I mean we had talked about this.
Yeah.
Off the show, obviously this is the fucking first time you told me this.
Yeah.
But what we do a lot of time is we have the same opinion formed from different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like look at my visual.
From different paths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
we'll come to the same conclusion, but we'll start on different tracks.
This is the conclusion. You're like here and I'm here, but we meet.
Yeah.
My biggest criticism of that, and yours is different, was that lifestyle is unclassy.
Yeah.
But yours was...
My criticism was that... My criticism and something I raised during our... I don't even know if you can call this a breakup. We weren't boyfriend-girlfriend. I'm just going to use the term breakup
separation.
It's the easiest term.
Yeah.
Separation is like a marriage.
No, that's even worse.
That's worse.
Yeah, we're separated.
Like, I'm just going to use the term breakup. I don't know if that's the proper vocabulary to use, but I'm going to use it anyways. My main criticism was... I brought up a couple different things in our call, but my main criticism was, in the long run here, I don't matter. What matters is her best friend, her cousin, and her friends. And I looked at her best friend. I looked at Lori. Lori was perma-traumatized from that shit, as the rest of us were. I can't believe she did that to Lori. You're my best friend, and I would do everything in my power to never put you in a similar situation or put you through those same emotions of shock. I would never do that to you.
Yeah.
That was my biggest criticism. And when I first called her, I was like, hey guys, post-production Nico here. When I talk about this call in the episode, I'm a bit vague and I don't really go too in depth. This was a very personal conversation where a lot of sensitive topics were brought up. So out of respect for this person and our privacy, I decided to not include many specific details or moments from that call. I did share a lot in this episode, but I want to keep this call mostly private, given how vulnerable that conversation was. But anyways, thank you guys for watching or listening, and please enjoy the rest of the episode. Yeah, can you give me the floor for 5 to 10 minutes here to just speak?
Ooh, yeah.
And what I respect about her, she didn't interrupt me one time. She let me speak for like 5-10 minutes uninterrupted. Dude, let me speak my mind.
That's that Derek Zoo impossible challenge. No speaking 5 minutes challenge.
I respect it. And there were points that I brought up. I first started off with a bit of a glaze because I'm a glazer no matter what. I will glaze the fuck out of you.
I remember telling you that, like, I don't know if that's the healthiest way to do it. Like, I feel like it's kind of fake. It could be. What like, it's true, but...
And I agree with you.
Yeah.
You're right. Like, I think you're right here. But the type of person I am, I'm going to acknowledge my faults.
Yeah.
I'm a glazer.
He's a glazer.
Like,
but we need glazers in the world.
Like motherfuckers just won't think I'm breaking up with them, even though I am, because I'm glazing them too hard.
Dude, nah.
Like that's the type of person I am. Yeah, I know. It's a joke. It's a joke. But Derek's right. I chose to glaze anyways because I will snap into it no matter what.
Yeah.
Right. And I wanted through all of Saturday, I was finding the right language to use. I didn't want to point the blame, be like, you did this, and just use very attacking language.
Yeah.
in this conversation. So what I brought it to was a difference in compatibility. This wasn't her fault.
What it was.
This wasn't my fault. We are different compatibility. And that was the language and the aim I chose to come out of this conversation with. So I came it down to a compatibility thing. I was like, your friends say a lot about you. I don't really like your friends, bro. No lie. I brought that up.
I don't either. I don't even know them.
And I brought up, and then I mostly danced around. I danced around it a little bit. I talked about her friends. I danced around the big event of the night, and then I dived into it. And here I've made no notes. I'm just talking. I'm just fucking talking from my experience here. And I just told her, I was like, yeah, that position you put myself and your friends in at the end of the night was absurd. I should never be put in that position ever, let alone 2 months into dating somebody. Really.
My opinion on that is I think people can make mistakes and get carried away. I'm not saying I would get carried away like that, but that's not completely out of my future.
Yeah, but I mean, to that degree that she was that state of her mental state that she was in is absurd.
Yeah, and this is speaking from somebody with the pet peeve of like handle your shit.
Yeah.
Handle your shit,
and
which is very it's unattractive when you can't handle your shit.
Very much so.
I think Coca-Cola is inherently unattractive.
Yeah.
And if you're doing it, I mean, do you? But you should do it knowing that the rest of society probably views that as an unattractive trait.
Yeah, and
just like smoking cigarettes.
And something I said was she knew my take on that already. She knew my take on Coca-Cola, but she still chose to do this anyways. She still chose to do this.
Yeah.
While I was there witnessing everything. And I tried to really not make it about me. I said in the long run, I don't matter.
Yeah.
It's her friends, and I can't believe she did that to her friends. Right? And I told her, like, obviously I get getting carried away. People get carried away, but there's like a certain level of judgment needed to not let it happen to this degree.
Yeah, I agree.
So then I ended with a glaze again, and I was like,
dude,
but
glaze sandwich, motherfucker.
I know, dude.
The glaze sandwich.
The top bun is a glaze. The meat, lettuce, tomato.
Yeah.
Low key,
BLT.
just going in. Then
bottom bun glaze.
Bottom bun is a glaze. And then
you hit the. But I still love you though. The buyback.
And then I said, you've been very sweet, which is true. She's been very sweet. She's been very kind. She's been very considerate, but we are not compatible, and that is why we should not see each other anymore.
Because like she's allowed.
She's totally allowed to do these things.
She's allowed to go out.
Yeah.
But that's not what you want in a partner.
Yeah.
That is just an incompatibility.
It comes down to a compatibility thing, and she gave me the floor. And keep in mind, our call was 53 minutes long. I only spoke for 5 to 10 minutes. The rest of this call is just us going around in circles of her going, please, like, no, don't do this. Like, what can I do? What can I do? Like,
and it probably felt
low-key,
good.
I was like, I can't event, bro.
Come on, it felt good.
No, honestly, for the first time, like, for like the first 5 minutes, yeah, but then
I got over
40 minutes later, we're still doing this shit. And we kept going around in circles. She's like, what can I, like, she's like, what can I do? Can I give you some time? Can I give you some time, some space? And bro, she's crying. I purposely didn't FaceTime her because I knew if I saw her face, I would.
It'd be harder. Yeah.
Right.
You got to be staring at like a picture of Pete
I'm on
or
the
some
phone
shit.
with her. I can hear her crying. And she's like, can I give you some space? Can I give you some time? And I was about to fold. I was going to say, yeah. But I've done that
taxi
dance
driver.
Before. No, I've done this dance before. Long time BeerSos know. I've done this dance. I've done that 2 week
You got to know your boundaries.
I'm learning from my mistake of doing that 2 week shit.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it again. So I said no, bro. And I was
Good for
really close to folding, dude.
But you didn't.
I didn't fold, y'all.
And you should never. And if you're in I don't know how you could be in a similar situation, but maybe you are. Maybe you are. Do not fold your boundaries for the potential of somebody because it's literally just potential. It's merely potential. Like, oh, is this going to be your fucking little project you work on?
Yeah.
Like, what?
And we were going around in circles. And at this point, 45 minutes into this call, I was like, hey, we're not going anywhere. I'm going to change. I
got to take a shit.
I changed my language.
Oh.
Like, everyone knows. Derek knows this. Y'all know this. I'm pretty passive.
Yeah.
With the way I speak, I'm passive with the way I speak.
But, like, at some point, you're
then,
using your minutes up, bro.
But now I just more locked in. I changed my language and I became more
assertive.
I think not even assertive. I'm trying to find the right word to use because I wasn't being dominant. I wasn't being an
No,
I wasn't being a cringe alpha. I was being more not dominant with the way I spoke, but not strict. I'm trying
confident?
to use maybe confident. I want to say I had
okay.
actually I had more intent with my language.
Okay.
I was setting boundaries really clear, and I was talking the same way I'm talking now, with intent.
Yeah.
I'm speaking with a projection behind what I'm trying to say, and with like maybe more courage. Finally, after I change my language, call ends. I say thank you for a wonderful time. Bye, and I hang up.
You say bye.
I say bye.
You know what you're supposed to say? Have a nice life.
Nah.
No, and if it comes to it, you hit the. What I'm trying to say.
Yeah. And then you hang up.
Yeah. Worst case scenario. Hey, another tip out there.
Another tip out there. But I go, thank you, goodbye, and we hang up the phone. And that concludes.
And that's la fin.
That is le finished.
Is that what it stands for?
La fin?
La fin.
Yeah, I mean finished, bro. Does it say that at the end of the movie?
Probably, yeah, but it's French, right?
Yeah, but fin must mean finished. If it says le fin at the end of each French movie.
Yeah, but I'm okay. You know, you're right. La fin, la finished,
and that is la fin. And there were, looking back, there were obviously there were traits that I saw that definitely I could have seen this outcome, right? But I chose to not even ignore those traits, but I chose to believe Jess.
Yeah.
I didn't understand the severity of these problems, and from this one story, I'm assuming you guys can make a lot of inferences about who this person is based off this story.
Okay, can we get the character profiles down in the chat?
You guys can get the character profiles.
I'll like the most accurate one.
I'm not gonna say the character profile, but you can.
Yeah.
Right. Derek knows this. I'm pretty open.
Yeah.
To honestly anything. Last week, me and Derek were trying to get food, and he's like, yo, I want sushi. I was like, okay, sure, let's get sushi. I fucking hate sushi.
I literally convinced you not to get sushi.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, let's go get sushi. I was going to order a sashimi donburi.
You would have hated
sashimi,
that.
But I wanted to try it anyways.
Do you think...
Because I was down to try it, as I'm down to try anything. And as well as it applies to food, this applies to people, right? I'm down to try any kind of person, really. I really am. But that doesn't mean I'm a doormat. That doesn't mean you can walk all over me.
Yeah.
I have a fucking level of shit I can take.
I think you also need boundaries in that.
Yeah, and I have my boundaries, and I think I created my boundaries and have acted on my boundaries. And if I didn't act on my boundaries, the story would be very different. I might not even tell this story today.
This guy's But I think also, I mean, being open, you also have to be like real with yourself. Like if I walked into a Trump rally, there's not a single motherfucker in there that could be boys with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not open to that. Like I can not be boys with anybody in there.
Yeah.
Like not a single one. Like we can maybe shoot something for content, but to be actually close friends, nah.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
And I think I'm the type of person to give that Trump lover a chance. But once my boundaries get pushed too hard, I'll snap and I won't snap and be like, hey, I'm gonna kill you. But like I'll be like, hey, I'm taking a step back. You know? I will try any kind of human being.
Do you think that's overall good for your life?
Yes and no.
Like, would it cause more hurt than good in the overall end?
I wouldn't have fire stories like this.
Well, that's true.
I wouldn't have fire stories.
That's true.
Like this.
And a monetized fire story.
Yeah, no, that's hopefully. But there's things I feel like this is literally this even to Derek. This relates to everyone. In an early relationship, there are small bumps or flags that come up.
Hit the.
Yeah, you hit like the, oh, I'm going to pretend like I didn't see that.
And we've all hit the.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm not going to check her text. I'm not going to check her phone right now. Like, I don't need this in my life right now.
Yeah. And you like, look away. Nico for cracks. Like, her phone goes off and you see it's from a dude. And
she's got 1,000. Why is there 1,000 text messages from a guy named Daniel with a plum emoji?
And you're like, I can't.
Yeah. Or like an eggplant emoji. Yeah, you put the phone down.
I'm telling you guys. Look at the text.
Yeah.
Okay. Just get it out the way.
Yeah. Get it out the way. So what me and Derek are going to do right now is we're going to go to the Patreon and we're actually going to talk about things we saw in our past relationships where we saw a red flag and we just went, I'm going to turn a blind eye.
With the BeerSos value, we're going to say them about ourselves too.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be cooking someone else.
I'm going to get cooked as well. So we're going to talk about our own.
This video is monetized. Everyone...
Hopefully.
comment, wow, Nico, you're like a sitcom. Make him feel better.
But I appreciate this episode. I know it's going to be really long, and I might actually be the longest episode in the history of BeerSos. Derek, I appreciate you for sitting down with me here and just listening to this story. This was worst night of my life, honestly. I appreciate you, number one, being there for me at 5 a.m, sticking with me. This story hasn't been that it's like 2 weeks old, but I appreciate you still sticking with me and just supporting me and checking in. And I appreciate you guys for sitting down and listening to this whole thing.
Of course. And I mean, one thing that you did really well was you set your boundaries. You wouldn't have done that 2 years ago or even a year ago.
I've learned from the past. I'm not gonna do it. I've done that dance before. I can't do that dance again. I'm tired now.
Because you don't like that dance.
Yeah, that dance fucking sucks.
I don't like that dance.
He doesn't like breakdance. He rather do salsa.
No. The nay.
The nay.
The nay.
Now watch me whip. Now watch me nay. Now watch you whip. Now watch me nay.
So, moral of the story is, well, there's a lot of morals, but my last moral of the story is, don't nay if you want to breakdance.
Yeah, don't nay, guys. Just don't fucking nay.
BeerSos.